should be good. Waiting for it to actually work. Hey, everybody.
And there it goes.
There it goes. What's going on? I actually have voice activity so people don't think I'm going to flex my mouse this one. What's going on, everybody? I'm still Kresnik. That is still G-Bunny. We're here for episode 18. Chain. Sorry, neither of us could be here this week. Sorry, I guess I was here last week, but apparently my mic had been in a state of disarray. Good thing I fixed it. But no, shout-outs to MetaPusher for putting on a great show. Better than I have ever done, to be honest, in my absence. And he's definitely glad he could hold down the fort. I didn't want to miss a week during the PPL season. It's kind of funny that of all the weeks that I'm like, I definitely don't want to miss it. It's the week I forgot there was a break. I completely forgot. So I'm like worrying. I'm like sitting at my parents' house where I was like, oh my god, like I have to get somebody to do this. And like a bunch of people said no. MetaPusher is a hero, and he did it. And then it was a bye week anyway. So we're gonna still be able to make our predictions though, thankfully, for this upcoming week. How you doing, buddy? How'd your week treat you?
Pretty interesting week. You know, we lost another 2-2 to RNG, so that's great. You know, loving life.
It's fine. I'll see you at LAN.
See you at LAN. Oh yeah. Woo.
You'll come to Cowfish with us. It'll be great. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry. It'll honestly be worth it. Just say you threw for the Cowfish.
Yeah.
That's really what it was, to be honest. Anyway, there is news. There is certainly news we can discuss. I'm going to pull up the notes here for 1.6, just so I don't mess up any little details. It is on paladins.com. But new champion. I mean, and it's interesting. It's a blaster. One we haven't had since Willow, that's a really, really long time.
Oh, yeah.
Since we've had we have a new blaster. I have the notes here now, but I don't think he's gonna be he's not like an aggro blaster or anything, you know. It's
he's like him and Will are like the only I mean even Willow's like more aggressive than him probably. Like the only way I see that he can aggress is if he is insanely smart with his teleporter, right? Like you would put the teleporter.
I think the teleporter is a really bad ability. Just me.
So since you have invulnerable frames when you do go into it, I think it is good. Because you can overextend with it, TP, get in the TP, and you're back to safety, right?
Okay. So, is it iframe as soon as you start the teleport animation?
I think it's as soon as you start it, yeah.
Okay, that's kind of it's like Talus. It's like it's like a blaster Talus almost. Okay.
The only problem is
you have to have it set up in advance too.
Yeah, that's the problem. You have to have it set up in advance. You'll be demounted unless So supposedly you can use the teleporter before you even demount is what I heard. So
okay.
That shit's crazy. So first fight you can put your TP and spawn, mount up.
You'll be slow, but it's not really that big of a deal if your team's playing around it.
I mean you're not dying, right?
Yeah.
And you're going back, you're getting full HP, and you'll probably be back there before you would if you would have just died and did the whole respawn time. So there definitely is uses for it, and you could just go full aggro first fight and just not be punched that hard for it. One
thing that I heard is if Dredge is good enough without the no harpoon cooldown, because your allies can use the shortcut. Yeah. That's just uncounterable. You can do a sack play and you just put one at spawn and leave one somewhere else relatively safe, or near the point, and then you have a guaranteed touch it's like a Talisalt touch.
Yeah.
Your ally uses the teleporter, and then suddenly, he's on point, you know?
And another good thing is, for high ground maps, if you use the jump card on the loadout, you could jump up.
And then place another shortcut up there.
High. Yeah.
Okay.
For Serpent, you can, place your first TP and dial, do the jump cooldown, get up to high, place TP, and people just instantly get up to high ground on Serpent.
Which get an Inara up there without something. That is pretty busted. I'm not gonna lie. That does sound pretty busted. Freebooter, it's gonna be good if Hurl is not broken, because I think if Hurl stays the way it is right now, he's gonna be really good. It's like if Leon only had presence.
So the problem is I don't like how they gave Hurl the record card to it, basically, right? Where Hurl gives you 300. I think it's 375, right?
Yeah, max up to 375.
Yeah. 375, which is just too much. Like, he doesn't need that. Like, there needs to be something else.
It's balanced. It's balanced if
thought is not good.
It's balanced. Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying it's balanced with default.
Yeah, with default. But with the Hurl legendary card, like, there is no shield.
I think the Hurl legendary. I don't know. It's so much. I was gonna say, like, I feel like it might be balanced with, if you couldn't auto cancel as much, but like you can actually cancel your left click into the harpoon.
Yeah, you left click harpoon, harpoon, and like reload harpoon. Like, there's so many different combos you can do with your left click harpoon and reload.
Mm-hmm.
Reload's really cool too. I like how they added that though.
Also, there's also infinite ammo, by the way. There's a card that makes your harpoon give you 3 ammo. So you can spam your right click, you know, the zoning one where the balls explode after a little bit. You right click harpoon, and you just have infinite right click spam.
Wow.
But like it's like it's all zoning though, right? It'd be like infinite fire. It's like infinite delayed firebomb with Tyra. You know what I mean?
You can't go lower, like lower split. Like, you can just completely cancel out spots, like parts of the map. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, unless you have some way to like damage immune through them, you know, or just avoid them. But
yeah.
But imagine like late game, it's like 3-3 fight on Bright Marsh. It's 90. It's like 90-90, and then suddenly there's a broadside in the main choke, and what do? You just have to eat. You just have to eat.
Or his ultimate ability.
Oh god. Well, that's fine because that's an ult, right? That's not an infinite cooldown, right?
I mean, an ult that like one shots everyone.
Does it pierce shields?
Didn't test it actually.
I don't remember them saying. I mean, I didn't get to see the showcase. I had a family emergency, that's why I wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I think
it goes through shields. I don't think it goes through walls. I think that's how it is. Not confirmed though.
Okay. Okay. Actually, I can see it. Usually, it says. It doesn't say that it goes through shields because usually an ability specifically says like that it will go through shields. Mm-hmm. It says just create a rift after 2 seconds. Abyssal tentacles rip through reality, dealing 4,000 damage in an area. So
well, the problem is like it's a whole circle, right? And it's not like
it's like a sphere, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like Sky where like it slowly does less and less damage the farther away you get from it, right? So that's why I think in the whole entire circle you will take damage.
Well, think of it like Fire Spit, right? Because Fire Spit's an instant circle too, and you take the same damage on all edges of it. But if you block the center, you don't take the damage. I think it's going to be like that.
Could be, yeah.
So like he's just every ability he has other than shortcut is just raw zoning. Like that's really all he is. He's all zone.
And then the shortcut makes it so you can't overaggress and then get out of jail free card because you have a vulnerability when you're TPing.
Yeah, but you do have to set that in advance. What is the CD on shortcut? There is no CD on placing them, right? Or it's very low if there is.
I think it's like 7 seconds. Not. I'll actually just go on the PTS.
Yeah, you can actually show us on the PTS. 10 seconds, 1 second between them. Okay. We can actually, so you know how to switch to the screen share, right? Mm-hmm. On Discord? Alright, so we can actually test it live. No, there's a little thing, like, next to where you turn on camera. Just do that there. We can actually check it live. While you do that, we can talk about, I'm actually kind of worried about the, PTS is down, you think? Well, we're about to find out. I am kind of worried about the bosses that are going to spawn, because I really only play casuals, other than scrims, obviously. And... I can't wait for, like, I'm trying to practice it just like, oh, a wolfman has spawned in the middle of the map. You know, like, it's gonna be really annoying. Hopefully we can.
Like, the thing is, it automatically goes to point, right? So, like,
yeah, it's on point for like a mid fight,
not that bad.
And it actually it can die to like dragon punch and stuff. I just want to know. There we go. Cool. Perfect. What I really want to know is if I. What is it? Do I just have to get an elimination? Or what? Because it says, every contributing player. Okay, so you just have to shoot them. I just hope that the victor isn't that rare.
Is training round or like shooting range bugs?
You're not what? You're looking at the custom game screen.
Hold on, can I not?
Oh yeah, you're good now. You're good now. Well. Where do we?
Can I not?
Can you join that random guy's casual? That like no. Can you join that random guy's game? Oh well, it's gone. Try go to training and then try changing servers to like Latin America or something, or Europe, I guess. That works. works too. Okay, excellent. PTS.
It's gonna be time to try this again in a sec.
Okay, that's fine. Don't show your desktop if you have anything weird on it. Oh, your freaking Rumchata avatar popped up.
Okay, is camera on now?
Not yet.
It should be.
Just turn it off and back on. It'll fix it. But yeah. Anyway, the doubloons. I hope they're easier to get than I think they will be. I also hope that the victors spawn pretty commonly because.
So I don't even know the event. Like, what is it?
So, you know the new skins: the Nando skin, the Ying skin, the Vivian skin, and the Victor skin.
Yeah.
Basically, one of those 4 characters will spawn as a boss. There's like a 25% chance they'll spawn as a boss in the middle of the midpoint on a fight.
Okay.
Like,
and then if you kill it, you unlock the skin?
If
or
you...
like,
No. If you get an elimination on it, so you just have to contribute to its death. If you kill one of the base skins, so the Ying, the Nando, the Vivian, you'll get a dark doubloon, and those are like way easier to exchange. So you can get a spray, a death stamp, another. You can get a spray, a death stamp, or like all the old Halloween, the Halloween masks. You can get those too. And so that's what you can spend the dark doubloons for, just like some extra bonus content. There's also you get chests for. You get a gold chest for 15 doubloons. You get a Halloween chest for 30 doubloons. You get, if you kill all the bosses, you get a spray, and if you play 150 games, you get a title that says The Salty.
Ooh, okay.
But, so yeah, but the Victor, when the Victor spawns, if you kill it, or you eliminate it, you get a gold doubloon. And you can use the gold doubloon to get the recolor of the skin.
The skin, okay.
Yeah, that's what,
that makes sense.
Yeah. You can also spend 1,000 crystals for it.
1,000?
For the recolor.
Recolor?
Yeah. You can't get it any other way. Or either the gold doubloon or the recolor.
I think I have been able to get into the game.
Okay, just check that. Make sure you're in the training range before you screen share.
Yeah. So what I did is I made a custom game and a random person joined it. This is how we're doing it.
Oh man, yeah, that's what we just said, BD. You could buy them for 1,000 crystals. Also, so getting all 3 bundles gets you the Victor skin, and that gives you
Honestly,
an app.
I didn't really even like the Victor skin, to be real.
Really, it looks okay. It's 1,000.
Awkward.
It is kind of weird. It's 1,000 crystals for gold doubloon. No, it's 1,000 crystals to buy the recolor if you don't want to grind for a gold doubloon. So I guess yes, technically, but not really. Oh, if you buy all the bundles, you get a title called Bootylicious. I'm not kidding.
I need to get that.
But it's like
yielding sounds pretty good, but you know.
It's boo, like, you know, Halloween BOO exclamation point.
Oh wow, this guy.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, Bootylicious.
Oh, okay.
All right, you're gonna have to play against this random pubber.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna mess him up.
Are you running? What are you gonna run here? The
Harpoon.
Okay, of course you are.
Okay.
So what's the cooldown on teleport?
It was like 1 second, and.
Oh, once you. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that jump! I didn't get to test that yet. Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking huge. Huge.
Okay. Oh, Bowie, did you see? They're gonna do deals of the day now. By the way, just like Smite. Did you see all the titles they're adding?
I did not. No.
Okay, I'll read them. I'll read them all. Hold on, ready? Here's all the titles you can get now, and they're only gonna pop up in deals of the day randomly. Hard Carry, Loose Cannon, Hot Potato, The Impatient, The Best, Cries Over Spilt Milk, Devil's Advocate, Professional Snuggler, The Nefarious, The Wicked, The Absolute Madman, The Corrupt, Can't Be Stopped, Gun Wizard, Dream Killer, The Fabulous, Bloodseeker, Busy Bee, and The Die Hard.
And these are just random every day?
Yeah.
How much are they gonna cost?
We don't know yet. Dude, you're owning XX Nightmare XX. Like, it's basically...
now I can buy my...
You buy an item, and you just go... Oh, you can't go back, though.
No, I can. In 2, 1.
That's so lame, dude. Oh my god.
Okay, yo.
This character's gonna be very fun. I
He
want...
has a lot of, like, skill to it, too.
I'm not gonna.
Back in the spawn. Okay, that feels a little bit broken to me. That's all I gotta say.
Well, that's gonna be something else. Where is he? He's so scared. He's so scared of you, G-Buddy.
Peace place, G-Buddy. Is there jumping in our
Wait.
see an harpoon?
Probably. Wait, quick, go back to spawn.
I'll be so confused. Got it, bye. No, you don't roll.
I kind of want. I'll be honest. I kind of want professional snuggler.
Professional stuff?
Yeah,
I
that's
like
gonna
the
be.
hard carry one, you know?
Hard carry is pretty good.
Got a big ego it. Oh my god.
And you're in his spawn. He's so terrified of you. You're leaving him quaking. Jumping in accuracy on harpoon does kind of suck, but I think it'll balance it a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, if there wasn't, that would be a little bit dumb.
Can you start the animation before you jump and then see if it works? Like throw it with a high jump. You know what I mean? Try to do it like jump as soon as you. I think it still has it. Okay, it does. I gotta say these noises are pretty awful.
So I mean, like, it's a pretty fast get out of free jail card. Like it.
Yeah, and you're invincible during it. It doesn't matter. The timing of it doesn't matter. You're literally invincible.
Well, you just gotta wait until like the thing is actually like ready to go in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this feels so stupid.
That's the only thing that I think
always
feels
gonna go
busted about that
master
character.
Always go master riding, I think, right? You just flank the whole time.
Well, I think missing out on Claude or something would be bad, but I do think
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be broken unless Hurl stays the way it is. You know what I mean? Like I think Hurl is the only thing that could make him good because of just his
Not
insane
even
burst damage
Team
potential.
Teleport? I feel like Team Teleport for like some of the EU teams are going to be a little bit ridiculous to play against.
But like you say that, but there's also the fact that like there will be counterplates to it. It's like there's stuff they can do, but you can also just be ready to burn the teleport touch, you know?
I mean, what happens if you're doing like this and like you just have like someone just always set up into their back line? You just have a flanker playing with this guy. You go like triple DP.
Well, the dredge has to make it into their back line. He has no
Yeah.
mobility other than the super silly jump after the teleport, you know?
This character's so...
He doesn't know! How does he not know?
Oh,
Yeah, but now you're just gonna cap.
yeah.
It's 10 seconds now.
Is there anything else to test out? Oh yeah, we could do see if this goes through walls or not.
Oh, the ult? Yeah, test that.
Yeah.
Wait, you should use your right click more, by the way. It's a hard zoner. Have you used that much?
I only just like left click and fucking grilled.
Harpoon.
basically.
Yeah. While we wait for you to find for you to let that guy let you ult him, we could talk about the balance changes because there's not much. They purposely didn't do it because of the world champs, right? Andy Defiant and Fist buffed. That's irrelevant. Ash Kinetic Burst does 150 more damage. Did you know that multiple people decided to at me while I was in a funeral procession and tell me that Ash was getting buffed and that it was going to be broken? Dude.
Oh, they're over-exaggerating maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay, come on, follow me. Come on. Oh, he might be a bot now. So, do you think he'll go through... Well, let's just kill him first.
Well, no, don't kill him. Oh, well, okay, that's fine. But either way, yeah, the Ash buff, irrelevant. Again, like, it does a little bit, has a little bit more burst on the bash burst combo, but it doesn't really change anything. Yeah, it's 150 more damage. That's not really that great. On a cooldown ability, you know. I think the only really big changes are the Fury changes. The Fury changes and the Koga changes, right? Well, he pushed it because he's a bot.
So I, like...
You should just return to lobby, see if you can get to a training range now. Let's see. So Furia, bigger. How big is it? Do we test the damage fall off at all? Have you seen that at all? Whether it's any good or not?
Have not.
Okay. Oh, Jostles can get in a custom with you to test stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it a password.
Just the letter A. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Furia, way bigger cooldown. I guess that's broken too.
I think we have broken.
Yeah, Furia. A full second extra added to her her heal, which I think might have been necessary, because I think the heal was pretty powerful on the cooldown it had. And her fall off is way bigger, which I think was very necessary, because the chipping for 200 across the map is it's silly. It's just silly. Like, it is so unnecessary. Right. She does more damage at range than, like, a lot of champions, so I'm glad they're toning that down. Koga gets the claw buff and the Master of Arms nerf, and I think that's not really going to change his place in the meta.
I think it's just going to add more builds like that you can possibly go on him. It definitely is a nerf, a pretty big nerf, I think.
Yeah.
But there's ways to go around it.
Master of Arms was just not fun. Fury's going to still be run because of the beam.
It really isn't.
Yeah, Fury will still be run because of the beam. 100%. And the ult. The ult is a really big deal, too.
Yeah. I mean, just, for me, it's more of, like, the beam.
Yeah, of course. For everybody, it's more the beam. I'm just saying. She's not a beam and nothing else, you know. She has respectable damage. She has respectable damage, Grover ult on a cooldown, and... excuse me. Grover ult on a cooldown, and an ult that can be pretty game-changing. Are you okay? Is your cam okay?
Should I leave, like, the call?
Leave and come back? It should be... Yeah. Turn your cam off. I go into your settings and then, like, re-choose what your video capture device is. Other stuff. Lex got reduced accuracy loss. That felt really good in training range. I didn't get to play a single game on PTS, but the Lex buff, the Lex change actually felt really good. Like, no lie.
I'm gonna restart Discord real quick.
That's fine. It'll distract chat. That's fine. But I can keep talking to myself. Sounds good. Gory health buff. It's just 20 more HPS. It's not really that big of a deal. It's not. It's like leveling up your Inara Stone Bulwark from 4 to 5. It really doesn't do much of anything.
Is my webcam break?
Unplug it and plug it back in.
But yeah, I think another big thing is, supposedly Zen might be fixed again.
Supposedly again. We were told this last patch too.
Yeah. Now, if it is fixed, oh my god, will that shake up the meta, I think.
Really? Maybe not.
I mean, imagine, like, the potential he has right now, though. Like, another, like...
There you go.
Like, I think triple DPS, like, come back into the meta. If Zen comes back.
Just because it's in though? But then...
I mean, it gives you more options, right? Or at least on certain maps. I think it
yeah. Zen will be fine on playable on certain maps.
Which will let, like, double backline or a double flank and one backline back in the meta with triple DPS. The problem with triple DPS, I think, right now is that, like, how do you run that with Andrew being banned, right? Like, if Andrew's banned, like, there is no one else that, like, can follow up and finish his kills unless you run, like, triple backline, which is just terrible on most maps. So I think if Zen is back in the meta, there's a possibility triple DPS makes a resurgence, and maybe Fnatic end up popping off finally.
I don't think Zen is the only thing holding back Fnatic, but we can talk about that later. I mentioned while you were gone, I mentioned just the Lex buff, which isn't really anything. It's just a quality of life more than anything, just because Lex's accuracy is really annoying. Gord, 20 more HPS. Again, basically nothing. It's like Stone Bulwark going from level 4 to level 5. It's not that big of a change. And the Talus one? That's, again, more quality of life. Like, the Veracharger buff is really good, obviously. Like
what is the buff exactly?
Just a better fall off. Like he can harass at better ranges.
I think that's pretty good for him.
And his ult knocks you back less.
Yeah. So the Talus is, like, already making a resurgence back in the meta, right? Like, at least in EU, not in NA at all. In EU, like, it's being granted a decent amount.
There's things in NA I think that are being played more that are better into Talus, which is why.
And, like, they're playing a lot more passive, right? They're having, like, the one off tank hold. Both teams always have a point tank, almost, like, 80% of the time they both have a point tank.
Every single EU game I watched was just Barrack and Nara staring at each other.
Yep, and the off tank versus the off tank all the way to the side. And then you have one DPS playing their own angle, and you have a backliner. That's every EU game right now. They're playing passive. They haven't been able to go aggressive like the NA teams have. Maybe maybe it's better, maybe it's worse. Who knows until like we actually play each other.
Yeah, who knows till November.
But
when Dredge is playable.
But basically with Talus getting a slight buff, maybe it helps and maybe it can fit in the aggressive comp somewhere. I don't really know, but the problem is that you have to cycle cooldowns with Talus, and you just can't really do that in the NA meta for right now. I think like it's just not a viable method.
I think there are definitely comps you can play Talus into, specifically if a team's relying on Barrack.
Yeah, and Ruckus. Playing Ruckus and Talus is not fun.
Playing Talus into Ruckus is like playing Master of Arms Koga into Ruckus. Just anything that could just walk at him and win.
Yeah, it just makes him really rough, and like he has to play so much different. But,
way more defensive, pokey.
Yeah, but the big thing with Talus is that he gets the Wrecker and the caught, right? That's always annoying, unlike Koga. But yeah, there's a possibility he makes a resurgence, and then A meta in EU is just going to be picked more, I think.
Yep, I mean he saw some play in the Navi NIP series, which I couldn't watch the entirety of.
And I think that was it both series for NIP?
I didn't get to see both either. Again, I was busy this entire week, so.
Yeah. You might have seen him playing both. Can't confirm for sure though.
Don't remember seeing him in the Fnatic series, but I could just be remembering very wrong.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him in the Fnatic series though.
I might be wrong with that.
Let's see. So I'm trying to think of other 1.6 changes we talked about. I mean, we don't really need to mention this, but the fish market visual changes. I mean, the map's still bad. Like, it just looks a little nicer to. Like when I'm being spawn camped now, I can be like, oh, wow, this looks great.
I will never play that map again. You know, they've lost to a certain team on it. They hate it now with the branding patch. I don't know. It's just like such an annoying map to play for me. I'm not a fan.
It's not really fun to play. It's like just the last point, the final capture is just so. It's just bad.
It doesn't feel consistent. Pushing it in is all about pushing past one corner, and you basically automatically push it in. Or if you don't push it past that corner, you don't push it in. Like,
yeah.
It.
You don't need to read chat right now, I promise. You don't have to see anything.
We were up 3-1. I played like a potato. Feels bad.
Instead of playing, you can go to Timber now.
Yeah, we go Timber now. Was it banned that series? I don't know if it was banned that series. I think RNG banned
if Timber wasn't banned, I would have hoped Fish was banned.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was RNG. But yeah, it's just as bad as what Timber is now. Like both those maps, I think it'd be great if you just push them away and you add 2 more new entire maps. That would be amazing.
I would actually rather play Timber over Fish right now. They're both in the same like F tier of maps for me, but give me Timber over Fish any day of the week.
I think I'm the opposite. I think I'd rather, at least on Fish, you know, there's a fight. On Timber, it's literally just 2 teams staring at each other most of the time. Timber just feels more awkward. It's kind of like I feel like it's almost like Jag a little bit.
I feel like you can just play more. Like, you can play more things on Timber versus Fish.
Oh, yeah.
On Fish, it's just so open. There's just nothing you can do.
I think I've basically seen, like, everything picked on Fish. I don't think anyone really understands that, like, map 100%, but, like, I just hate both maps. I wish we got two new maps would be, amazing.
With the same theming, of course. I mean, I think Fish... I don't even know if Fish is redeemable. I think Timber's redeemable, because I think right now it's okay.
I don't think so. The push feels really awkward for me. I think the push needs to be, like... If they do want to keep the map, it needs to be, like, revamped in some sort of way. I think the push is the main problem. The point fight got definitely better, I think, with this patch. Not the best, though.
Whatever the rework patch was, obviously.
I think, it made it to where backline, or, like, the snipers are so good that they're always banned, so, like, it made it consistent and balanced, but, like, you only can have, like, one option as second pick to, like, ban out the snipers, because, like, they're just too good on the map. Because flankers don't have that many routes.
Or you could ban neither and get a sniper
no,
yourself, you know?
Yeah. But, like, it just feels one-dimensional during the draft phase.
Yeah, they should just remove fish and bring back, oh my god, what was the name of that map? The third, you definitely wouldn't know. I don't know why I'm asking you. Cuss would probably remember. I think he's the only one here that I remember, at least, playing back in those days, but, what was the name of the third ice map? I know it. Yeah, there's all the maps, so the original maps in the game, the maps used to be so big that there were 3 points, and it would randomly choose one to spawn the mid-fight at.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you played back then, Watkins. That's why I'm saying that. I didn't know you played back in, like, way back then. Because that was a year after I started. A year before I started, excuse me. But yeah, that's what. Sorry, Jag. Was that map reworked Frozen Guard? No, it wasn't. Frozen Guard was part of it. CB8. Oh, jeez. Okay, I just didn't know. Frozen and Ice Mines were on the same map. You forgot what it was called? Oh, damn.
That's pretty sick, though. That it was like all connected.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were different then too.
Yeah.
Like they worked pretty differently. I know. Jag and what else was connected? Jag and Serpent, I think, were on the same map. Jag, Serpent, and Frog, maybe, because they're all. I think that's very wrong. Actually, don't count that. I didn't say that.
Like, aren't all three of those maps on like the same like? Isn't there like a tier thing of them, right? Like if you look down on Jag, like you'll see Serpent.
I'm only saying Jag, Serpent, and Frog because they're all the same. Jag, Serpent, and Frog was all one map, but Frog was closed, not open. Okay, cool. Whew. I was right.
But yeah, just, at the end of the day, those two maps I think are unredeemable in my opinion. I don't know, like you have to do a lot of like just rebalancing the map, and like even if you rebalance the map, it might not even work out. So like you might as well just make a whole new map.
I mean, Ice and Frozen felt like they were almost unredeemable. Frozen was more playable than Ice, but they still both felt pretty bad. And now I think Ice and Frozen are both good maps.
Yeah, Frozen's still a little iffy. Not too bad though right now.
Frozen's way better than it used to be. I think the only thing annoying about Frozen right now is capping from standing on the edge. You know what I mean? Like when the defending team is standing on the ramp.
On top of the bridge,
yeah.
You have to angle out on it. Yeah, that's pretty annoying about the map. And like you have to
Glacier
pick your
Keep.
comp around pushing at the end. And I think that's like the only like slight problem that I have, or it's just going to go to 3-3 alt fest at the end. So like feels a little awkward, but it's a pretty good map. I think it's fine.
No, Glacier Keep Watkins was the name of the third point when it was in, because it was in the game when I started playing. That was it. It was Glacier Keep. Sorry. I'm gonna try to find it.
Yeah, if you have a top-down view of that, it'd be pretty sick.
Not top down, but I have the mid fight.
But yeah, like I just want 2 new maps, or at least just take them out. Like, there's already an excessive amount of maps already in like the big band phase, so that I think it'd be fine just getting rid of those 2 maps, at least for now, until there's another 2 maps for it. But that's just me.
Some of the test maps I think might be playable, might be more playable.
Like.
Here's all the maps that were connected, by the way, if you want to take a look. This is Glacier Keep. The first thing they show is the mid for Glacier Keep. Frostbite Cavern, that was a payload. Wait, did they use parts of Frostbite Cavern in the third map for the ice map back then? Yeah, these are all the connected ones. You can see Frozen there, too. Yeah, Glacier Keep, this is definitely its own map. This is I see the last for Glacier Keep now. Yeah, this is its own map. They were not related.
That is an interesting map.
I can see the last here. It's totally different here. You know what? I'm just actually... I'm going to move this over G-Bunny's camera for a second just to show. Sorry, buddy. You can see this... Sorry, you can see this mid-fight. Can I just... sorry, that's the end of it, but like you can see right here, this last point. This is definitely not Frozen. It's similar, but you can see.
Like it, but
look out here when I pause. Dead ahead. You see that? That's definitely. This is definitely different than the Frozen push now.
And there's like a thing across from it too.
Yeah, like I don't know. It looks very different than Frozen's last looks now. And if you go back further, this is Frozen over here. Like it's definitely detached.
I could definitely see like that point like being made into Frozen though. Like
I could.
If you just flatten some things and then swap shit around, like it could be, but
that part is original pilot map. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure that they named that side Glacier Keep because that side, when I started playing, was right when Makoa came out. Right when Makoa was added to the game was when I started playing, and Glacier Keep was definitely in the queue then. Like 100% it was in the queue. Bring this back over. Glacier Keep was just a map in general. I could have sworn it was called Glacier Keep back then. Anyway. We're not talking about 1.6 anymore.
we haven't moved on.
We have not moved. Well, we have moved on. I don't have a Glacier Keep little subtopic to switch to, though.
New fucking maps, please.
New maps, please. I mean, they said they're making a Siege, Onslaught, and TDM map for every style.
Big patch?
No. Oh, God. Hell yeah, but no. There's gonna be a pirate-themed Siege map at some point.
I like that.
Yeah, so hopefully, we're going to get more Siege maps soon. Hopefully, some of the test maps were pretty good. I honestly would not mind playing them. It's just, we got to wait for them to actually texture them.
Yeah.
Next thing we can jump to.
There's a map for, like, every big patch, like how there was for Ascension Peak.
That would be
Definitely
crazy.
Like,
well, there is. It's just not, it's just not Siege.
It's not only Siege.
There's been a map every single patch.
Yeah, the last map, I don't think I would have liked it, but you know.
What the Dragon's Call? Yeah.
Oh,
there could be a theme for that.
That would have been a Fish Market 2.0 right there.
If the hitbox worked, maybe it wouldn't be that bad. On the ball. Well, we can talk about the PPL matches. I did not get to see all of them yet. I watched 4.
What ones didn't you see?
I did not see U versus Splice. U versus Splice or G2 versus SK from NA, and I didn't see. I'm just scrolling back over now. Navi VP or VP Mouse. So I didn't see any of the 3-0s.
Okay.
I watched all the other games, and I watched Fnatic.
So did you watch the MVSK?
Yes, I did. So SK, like what I could from that match, like the frog draft was just bad. I think we could Buck.
Didn't they lose Keep?
No, Frog. Oh, they also lost Keep. No, they won Keep. SK won Keep.
Yeah.
No, that's what you're saying. Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about SK's Frog draft was bad.
Oh yeah, the triple DPS
with a Buck. Yeah, I remember. I clicked in and I was like, Ruckus was open, and like I really didn't think Ruckus was that bad into that comp. I didn't.
Yeah.
I remember it was like what? It was Nando, Ash, Temple Isles not Frog. That's so weird.
Wasn't a fan of it, you know.
So Rockets.
Triple DPS on that map has been dead for a little bit.
Didn't that fucking no? That was a 4-0. That was a hard 4-0. I think you're thinking of something else. I just watched it today, so that game was a hard 4-0 stomp because it was like they just waited. Like Nando, it was Rubu and Random as Nando Cassie, and they just like waited on Danger, and then Buck, and then Bitey on Buck was just like standing on the edge of Frog, like can't wait to go in and do something, but like he just couldn't do it, and they were just getting cap time.
Yeah, so it would have been a Ruckus into a Vanessa Sniper and Cassie Nando Danger. So like it would have been rough,
it's
but, like,
better than Buck.
A lot better.
Yeah, it's
been
definitely
a
better than Buck.
too, so like you could punish like the Cassie if she overextends and all that. Yeah, they are.
It is true that Envy is insanely good on Frog, but that does not take away from the fact that Ruckus is not. That Ruckus was the pick there, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Over Buck, definitely. Maybe even Talus could have been okay.
I mean, I feel like they just picked this Barrack too early. You know, you don't really need the Barrack on that map. Like, they gave away the Ash for free.
I think
Yeah,
maybe
there's
it
a
was
lot-
just like
a lot of
I actually really on that map I really liked how Envy played with the Ashe where they put her on slug shot. They put Toki on slug shot and they just put him on point and they're like, hey, just hold left
bothering
click.
the sniper.
Just hold left click on Invocal as long as you
Yep.
can.
And the aim punch is so annoying for snipers too. Oh.
Also, one shot from Invocal one shot from Toki should turn off Roost basically, right? He'll still be one-shottable by maybe it's more than one shot. Maybe just 2 shots, like 2 shots probably.
Yeah,
The
2 shots,
poke
100%.
The poke will basically nullify Roost,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
I've played Strix into Kin in scrims, and I remember being able to survive a headshot with like 400 HP ish, something like that. Maybe a little more, but Roost is the scope DR.
DR scope.
Yeah. What was map 2? It was another 4-0
Split.
for that set. It was Splitstone Quarry. They got Ashe again, and oh yeah, I was talking. Yeah, I was talking about this on stream, but Kinessa on Splitstone I think can be a liability, unless you have the better Quarry comp. Like if you draft a comp that is all about being outside of Quarry and poking whatever comes out with Kinessa, I don't think it's permission to link you. Yeah. I'll just delete it if you post porn. If you have the better Quarry comp, then you want a Kinessa. If you can win Quarry with 3 people, you want Kinessa because then you shove them out of Quarry, they have nowhere to hide. But if you're playing all like we're just going to sit outside and like a firing squad, like get out with your hands up, you know, they're eventually just going to be able to cycle on point forever. Oh, Enchanted? Yeah. Okay. But like since Envy had Furia, Inara, Willow, you can't really beat that in Quarry.
The Ashe play fire and like
exactly.
Flanks.
Yeah,
so,
and they had the Kin, so it's like the Kin just sits up top. Ashe, Furia, Willow sustain forever in Quarry. Eventually, they bully them out right into Rock Monkey's sightlines. Like that's what it came down to. They were actually playing around Rock really well. SK was. Their rotates were pretty on point with Pain and Invocal dashing down from the high ground. But yeah, I don't know. They just did not have. I don't think they had the comp to take that.
Condition, yeah.
No. They finally picked the Ruckus, but not quite when they needed it. And Bitey wasn't mispositioned. I know there's one moment where like Bitey and I think Bitey and Pain or Bitey and Vocal were just like in lava, and Random was like on point. It was just like, I'm gonna rotate lava. Just like walked alone all the way through Saw, just into both of them, just sitting there like, oh, it's a Willow. Like, so there was definitely some like comm issues on Envy because they had no clue both sitting there. Random is just like, I'm gonna just go. He could have fluttered up to upper and seen that and been safer, but he's like, just insta die. Like, definitely some comm issues on their side, but SK had a pretty hard C9 at one point. Like, clearly they were struggling a little more. And then it was Keep, which Envy misplayed hard. I think. I think SK also played well, but
and they also had a good draft. I feel like
both teams I thought had good drafts.
You don't think SK had the heavy favor? It's like
let me look at it again.
Vivian into that comp's a little rough because she's gonna get inted on.
They didn't enable the Vivian. I think.
You don't think they enabled it?
Show draft. I'll get the draft in a second. I'm getting it now, cuz that's literally what I was doing on the other monitor. Here's what the first mid. What happened was they went Keep with they went Keep with the Vivian and their 2 tanks, but then their tanks pushed to their stairs, and the Vivian was back, and like I think that you have to let them in to be punished by the Vivian.
Yeah.
Or the Vivian pushes up, but Rock stayed back in the staircase, like by the top of the outer stairs.
Yeah.
And the tanks were zoning onto their side, so the Vivian really did nothing. That once they lost the pressure, they backed up. But at this point, the tanks couldn't zone for the Vivian, and the Vivian got pressured. I'm still getting Jeff. Sorry. G Bunny pushes forward with an Immortal, helping Splice secure an early 2-0 lead against the Renegades in Game 4.
Woo! First time I was on the Twitter. Feels good, man. And it was a Nando play too. Whew.
Draft. Okay, I will pull the draft up now. It's going to be over G Bunny's face again. So you should be used to it by now.
Yeah.
It's just like me yesterday.
Only spot.
Okay. Oh,
Oh.
I'm zooming out now. Okay. So this was the SK draft.
Zoom out a little bit
I have to hold it. Hold on. I can't get the bottom all the way up. I think the Eevee is like really inconsistent DPS, and if they had something other than Eevee, the drafts could have been better. But I think if they had enabled the Vivian a little more, because like both Khan and Nando both pushed way too far across upper, so the Vivian didn't do anything in the back, and the Vivian could have melted the Barrack pretty hard, and did a lot of damage to the Ashe too. Even zoned the Drogos pretty effectively. Like on it, like the Vivian could have. I felt like the Vivian could have done a lot more, but on the other side of the map, the Eevee wasn't outputting consistent enough damage. And the Vivian wasn't getting enabled. And what happened was, like, then the next mid, they went, like, they didn't even fight keep. Sorry, I'll move this on. The next mid, they didn't even fight keep. And they, like, just played outside. But they didn't get any cap time. They just, like, went around to ult and vocal, like, Khan ult and vocal, and then that was, like, all they did that entire mid. And SK was like, oh, if they're not going to cap, I will. And then the third map, SK just had every ult. And Envy's ults didn't work well. They Khan ulted the Drogos and didn't kill him. Like, it was just, like, it was bad, bad misplays.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
See, I'm talking mostly about this game because I just saw it, and you can talk about your set against Splice. After that was the SK win, and then I'm getting this one now. Yeah. Moving it, putting over you again. I'll put it. I would put it over myself next time, but I can't. So this was the Bright draft, and Dethroner said in my chat that they just got kind of screwed out of DPSs. That's why they ended up with Tyra.
Yeah, they got the Barrack for no reason. They could have got the Leanne, you know.
I think maybe I don't know what could have been better than the Tyra, because like they played the role, like they did play well around their own Tyra. Like they focused on burning Rubu. Rubu had a couple miss. Like there was one point where Rubu was on point and he cut out to the door to mark it, and then like it was him over there. All of SK was in tree, and his team was sitting by choke, and he was like, "I need to rotate back to my team," and he walked through the point and just died.
Yeah.
Like just hard full to zero burn.
I guess like a Leanne doesn't even do that much better than the Tyra, but I think it is still just a little bit extra. Having more caught early game just help out with their team in general.
Also denying the Leon death and taxes
Or
from
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, denying
the
DNT.
Barrack was rough.
The Barrack, I don't think the Barrack was over aggressive sometimes. Yeah, they're not gonna, like, if they already have a Nara Ashe.
They're gonna triple tank with Barrack, Ashe, and Nara.
Part of drafting is like, not only is it denying them things, but like it's also about staying. You don't always have to be worried about staying flexible. Because I know everyone's like, I'm sure the call there was leave DPS open for last so we can flex pick against them, right?
We still have Tyra open, we still have Leanne open, we still have...
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they're just like, we're gonna get Leon, and then they didn't get Leon, and they're like, random's gonna get Pip or Eevee or something, you know, like, I'm sure that might have been what they were saying, but, just the fact that they wanted to flex that last pick punished them, like, knowing when you're safe to do that, and when you're not, is another key in drafting, which I'm hoping learned, from this game. It was a close game. But some just positional stuff. There were some mids where Pain's ults were insane, and some mids were like Envy just like all went into point, and the Pain was just above the point looking down. Like,
and I'm gonna shoot at a solid nothing.
Yeah, it's like when you get an AC 130 in Call of Duty, and you're like, how is nobody outside? You know, like you're playing Wasteland of Modern Warfare 2, and you're like, how is every single person on the map in that little mid room? Like how? That's basically what it was like. Yeah, that was one of the good sets. The other good NA set was yours. Your game versus Renegades.
That was a spicy series.
It was a lot of 4-3s.
Yeah, it's almost like there was 5 of them.
Dude, I was gonna watch. I was like, I'm gonna watch that game, and then I did, and then I was like, it's been 2.5 hours. What the hell happened? Oh my god.
Oh god, that was definitely tilting. You know, right after the series, just like. We just played 5 4-3s and lost. Oh, I hate life.
Oh, your first draft is here. Okay, so let's see. Map 1. You won the first map. Map 1 was Serpent. You had Con, Cassie, Furia, Ashe, Vivian. They had Andy, Nando, Dumbo, Leon, Barrack. What are the bans here? You banned Oh, did you guys, I mean, I guess, you know playing Renegades again for a while, right? It's going to be a new meta. Dredge is going to be there by the time you play them again.
Yeah, well, not really, but
oh, yeah,
we have the week 5.
Okay, yeah, so it's technically in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's obviously banned the Willow to deny the... Why not the Andy ban on that map? I think Andy's, like... I think there's more ways to play around Willow than Andy.
We knew they were going to pick the Andrew over the Khan, right? They're going to pick the Andrew, so we 100% get Khan.
Khan on Serpent is, like, it's okay, but it's not a game changer.
If actually, the alts actually came in so clutch for the Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at...
No, I saw you pull him once when he was going to ult. I watched that on stream.
And then the 3rd time, he had to play around it, and then the 4th time, for point fight, he had to play around it. So, like, it made the Andrew play a lot less, not aggro, but, like, he didn't get as much value as a normal Andrew would get, so, like, the con ults, like, put so much pressure on him, like, he can only get so close to ulti, he can only position in certain spots, or else we're gonna ult him after his ult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has to play around it so much, he just always has to think about it. But
just, like, the minute-to-minute, I feel like... I don't know. The minute, I feel like if you... Then you just have between Khan and Willow, right? And Willow's pretty good into Khan. If you give them Khan Willow, then Willow's good to Khan. I don't need to make you talk about your drafting strategy. I mean, it's Ricardo doing the drafting anyway, right?
Yeah, we'll go.
I'm sure if I ask him, it's not gonna be. But yeah, I don't know. I just hate playing into Andy. I think Andy's just busted right now.
Oh, punch is so annoying.
In the hands of like top players, it's busted. Just heads roll is such.
And Loki, like a person who will get every single little bit of value from that hero.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't remember if there was anything else like interesting that happened to that game. Do you remember anything in particular to point out? Because I honestly don't remember. Oh, I remember Ricotta mispositioned in like the first 2 mids. Yeah, like he just kept slightly shifting over just out of LOS to the Furia and then just getting melted, and then he went too far to the right and the end he got him. Like he just like he didn't want to play stationary on Vivian, which you kind of have to do. Yeah. Especially with your comp.
Yeah. Like we messed up a little bit positioning wise. We got lucky that like in Serpent Peach, like it, and for their comp, like it's really hard to push in for Zars. Like,
oh yeah, especially into a Vivian.
Yeah, it's hard to make room. Their only high ground is the Andro, and like the Andro's getting high ground versus Khan and versus Nash and Cassie.
Too many ways to stop him.
Yeah.
For them to get value out of it.
Yeah, so we had pretty good matchups. So like they were like unable to push. They might have pushed it in once, but that was like a snowball or something. And for the rest of it, it was all about winning point fight.
Sorry, I just looked at the next game.
We fucked up.
Why'd you pick Androxus? Ice Mines.
It's on. Turn off the cam, boys.
Oh, hold on, I got you. All right, here. All right, G-Buddy's not here anymore. I have an anonymous person here to tell me why Splice picked Androxus. I just watched that game and I'm like, I've never seen, and it wasn't Ricardo's fault, unless he's the one who said give me Andro. But like, just like, I have never seen Androxus get less value because there's just nothing you can do on that map against that comp. Willow is open. Willow's open.
We're like, oh, it's Loki.
Oh, what does that? It doesn't matter. It's like Andy on Frog.
I mean, we could have taken the Fury and just insta-1 or Willow and insta-1. Feels bad, man.
No, Andy, you gave them Khan, Fury, and Willow on Ice. And your Frog is a lot better than Ice Mines? Yeah. Yeah, you can play more around it, but Ice is...
That was a drafting fuck-up. Me and Ricardo fucked up. We should have noticed that. It was stupid as fuck to do that, but we didn't.
Neither of you were like... Do we need Andy? Andy on Frog is serviceable? Yeah. I mean, in the past it was. I remember playing against... what was the name of that team? What was the name of the team with Rise and DJ Nathaniel and Payne on it? Payne's like first team.
Oh, I don't know then.
The team that Rise joined... It was when like Aerial Assault Ruckus was broken. Endgame, thank you. It was like playing as Endgame, because like I remember specifically you had like when we played them. I don't remember what team I was even on then. It might have been Shift 6. I remember playing against them. I was like, all right, I know it's bad on this map, but we're picking Andy Ruckus because it's all they can play. Then we won against them. But it's like that's the last time I've seen Andy do well on Frog. When Payne was playing it on Endgame.
We fucked up on the draft. If we would have drafted right, we probably would have won the game, you know?
Maybe you would have won 3-1 if all the other games went exactly the same way.
Yeah, if all the other games, yeah.
Yeah, assuming it all went the same way. I mean, if you were up 2-0, it may have been different, but let's see, what was next? Ascension. What do I remember from Ascension?
I got cheesed 1 point fight and I got tilted. I played like a dumbass. I wasn't expecting. So what happened was, I think it was second point fight.
Oh yeah, you went the polar opposite side of point from your entire team.
Yeah.
I don't think you got cheesed. I think you're just playing on the opposite side of point from your entire team. I don't know if that's a cheese. That's more of a goodbye. I'll see you guys later.
I was expecting RNG to just do dumb things and just go well and always fight well, and they didn't just fight well. And
you're playing in the PPLG, buddy. You can't be like their team's gonna play like ass.
But yeah, I played very satisfying. Got fucked. This rough.
I remember being like, I was watching the fight, like I was top downing over well because everybody was well except for like the 3 people over there, and I'm like, how did G-Bunny die? I had to rewind, and I was like, oh, he's across the world.
Yeah.
Also, wait, I don't remember if it was this game, but did somebody screw up the well kill? Was it you? There was some game I watched where someone really, well, like. You didn't jump. You just like walked up there. We're like, ha, gotcha. It's just like you just ate
I was
it.
like I think I was like 800 HP or something. I was just like, Kobe.
you didn't even. It's like.
But yeah, it was like the fight was like already over though. It was like 3-5. And I was just getting the guy off the. I think I did it on the Cliku, on the Ash. Tried making it. Didn't think I was gonna make it, so I just threw.
It's fine.
Our defenses were clean though on that map.
I think they were. Yeah, it was hard for them to get in with their comp. Like I think only Ash could really make room. The rest of them.
Ash was getting denied by the Kano's in Temple.
Yeah, and the Leon Willow poke makes it really hard for the Barrack to make any room in main. And for the skybox and drop them in, come on, man. We had to have that quick brain.
He tries to shift to midair instantly.
Just straight down into the well. Oh my god, that's 8 million IQ. Alright, what was this? Your game on Frog Isle. You guys had Nando, Cassie, Furia, Barrack, Kinessa. They had Inara, Ruckus, Eevee, Strix, Damba. I remember the Eevee not getting... I don't remember if I'm confusing this with another Eevee game I saw, but I remember...
She was like shut down.
Yeah, into your comp, like Nando, Cassie, Nessa, and Barrack even. And Furia Beam. Like, all those things do really, really well into... into Eevee.
Into the 1800 HP.
Yeah. A lot of damns.
But yeah, we were just able to dominate the danger. Like, we just have a really good matchup and we have the Furia, right? So like, you just go aggro with Furia Beam and like you win game.
What was the
that simple.
If you don't want, unless you don't want to talk about it, what was the logic behind the Ash ban?
Ash is fucking broken.
Okay, sure.
She is such an annoying hero to play.
I don't think she's broken, by the way. I think
really?
I think she's good.
I think she's like borderline just a broken tool that just is.
I don't think she's busted. I think she's good. I think she's very, very, very good to rely on. I think she might be better than Nando.
Yeah, I think she's better than Nando now, probably. It all depends on the situation.
Yeah. I think she's better than Matt. I think like if you play her into comps that she's bad into, it's gonna feel real bad. You know, but like
okay, so like what's the worst possible comp you could go into? Like a
Koa and Ara Furia?
I mean, even that,
I wouldn't want to play those things. I don't want to play Ash into those things, honestly.
I mean, it's going to be rough, but like you're still going to get value from it.
I think people, the fact now that people are trying out different legendaries, I think she's going to feel better because there's definitely time. Like I'm recently in scrims, I started messing with Slugshot, and then I started seeing it in the matches, and I'm like, this is like, it's still really good.
There's times where Slug is insane, and actually 5th game of the series, someone should have ran Slug, and they didn't. Not gonna say who, but there's only one person that played Ashe that fucking last game who didn't go Slug.
Oh, there was actually one moment on Frog that you guys actually could have won. And Vayne...
Oh, yeah, but Vayne didn't touch point yet.
No, he didn't touch the beam. There was a beam that you were in. Okay, like, here. Here was the beam. I have 2 empty cans of seltzer here. Here was the beam. Here was Vayne with half HP. He just did this. And then he died. I remember, I like, replayed it like 4 times, so I was like...
Unfortunate.
Yikes.
Yeah.
There, shirt, perfect. This was how I felt watching that one moment.
But yeah, there was also another time where I think we were like 3-1 up and he didn't touch the point, and like they ended up pushing it in, but it still didn't matter. We won the last point fight. I mean, our comp was just a lot stronger. I feel like.
Yeah, I think so too. But back on the topic of Ash, I think all 4 legendaries are viable. Rally here definitely the least. Rally here definitely the least by far.
That viable, I think, is pushing it. Honestly, I don't think it's viable.
Playable.
But it's just worse. Like, it's always worse. Like,
Jake ran it in the first set of the PGS game that I wasn't there for on Wednesday. Sorry, and he was getting good value with the rally here into the double backline.
So, but Slug just does better, or not Slug.
Battering ram, you think?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the map.
You could just duel harder. Like, you could just literally brain dead, just shoot at them. When they start looking at you, you shift away or you shift into them and you kill them. I don't know. I feel like rally here.
It is definitely the worst by far.
Yeah, it's the worst by.
But I think if you're playing it, it's not like yeah, you're definitely losing value, but it's not like, well, we lost the game. You know what I mean? There's some like if you play a Ruckus Legendary that's not Missile Barrage, you've probably lost the game for your team. Like it's just all the other ones are so bad.
Yeah, Fortress is 3rd. I think Shoulder Bash is 1 in my opinion, and Slug 2.
I think it depends. I think Fortress can be. I think Fortress can be very good.
Yeah, it definitely can be like insane, beyond broken in certain matches. But I think most of the time right now in the meta,
Flux Generator. Just gonna pick Vivian.
Bash is almost always gonna be better.
Maybe.
Most of the time. Slug's also fucking insane.
Whew. Slug's great on certain maps. I wouldn't run Slug on like Bright. You know.
Yeah.
Bright or Jag, but I press Q shield to die. Map 5, Splitstone Quarry. You gave them Nando, Inara, Furia, Willow. But it's okay because they got Ash.
Okay, where's my blue bug?
Oh, sorry. I got you. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, there you go. All right, talk.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
G-Bunny's camera's broke. We got another guy in. So why did you give them Inara, Furia, Willow?
You see, we didn't use something called a brain, you know.
And it was still a 4-3. It was still a 4-3.
Dude, we played those defenses clean. But holy shit, we got outdrafted so hard. It was rough. I mean, it definitely would have been a lot better if I would have ran Slug. I did think I ran the Shoulder Bash pretty well on that map. I was putting a lot of pressure on their back line. But I think Slug, I just make that fucking Ganassi useless, but
the thing is, you have the worst keep comp, the worst quarry comp.
Yeah, a lot worse, yeah.
So, like, it's hard for you to, unless you're really uncontested fire, which you were, by the way. If I remember this comp, you just mounted in, like, who cared?
So, the Inara was running straight to point every time, and Nando was always playing top quarry. So, like, I was getting free fire control, and from that, I would either rotate fully around to, like, their main, or... Now, if I was Slug, I would just rotate top fire, poke the kid out every single second. The kid would have been fucking useless. Do you guys still? This is a side thing, but just because like, do you still call that middle building fire also? I call it bottom fire. It's like, okay, no, because we have lava, and then I call that middle building saw. Oh. I mean, it's you can separate. Yeah, we just say top or bottom fire, and just like in the general area, it's just fire. I think that's how like we'll like split it up and usually do it. That makes sense. Oh yeah, we fucked up in the draft. The right choice would have been to like take like Dianara, fucking Ash, or like they had they first picked Nando. They first picked Nando, and then
and then use second rotation you first rotation to Ash on second pick. Like if they had gone Nando Ash, you would just get Inara and you just like can win Quarry with your Barrack. Inara, Barrack, and Quarry, dude. Hair Trigger is still good. If on that map specifically, Hair Trigger is playable.
We fucked up, but if we would have just got a better draft, I think we would have won. I think that whole series, I think we were playing better, but we were getting outdrafted really hard by RNG. It just goes to show like experience helps out a lot with drafting and like not being like under pressure. But it was a great series. Like it's not like RNG played it well. Or didn't play it well. It's just like we were playing insane that day, even though we were drafting like potatoes.
All the brain went to your arms.
Yeah.
None all the brains went to the muscles, just but your brain was like.
Yeah, it was rough.
Did you see the VP Mouse games? Because I haven't seen them yet.
VP Mouse, I did not watch because I knew. It was
I need a co-host that watches things.
That just watches
accepting applications.
For you game watchers.
For any game watcher, I only talk to you for your own games. What do you mean?
Oh, I watched the earlier the first two games of the week.
The NVS game?
Navi, NIP, and NIP Fnatic. On point, spicy games.
The
the Fnatic NIP was a stomp because someone doesn't play 2-2.
We can talk about that quick because I think we should just move to predictions after this because we're about an hour in. We're an hour and 15 in. What is up with Fnatic? I mean, NIP looked good. Like some of the stuff NIP was doing was solid.
So like, it's not like Fnatic just got worse, right? They got worse, but NIP got better. So like, it just amplified itself and it made it a 3-0. Like, NIP are drafting what they want to draft, and it's looking so good.
They're what was this? What was this first one? I just watched this.
Yeah, not having Bomb King definitely hurts them. I mean, Bomb King like is triple DPS, so good too.
It's so much fun playing without that champ. You know what? I actually totally agree. That. I actually agree that playing without BK is pretty fun. Apparently, it's not fixed.
Yeah, I heard about that. Let's hope that's false.
But see, someone said, no, apparently it's not fixed. Dethroner tested it.
That's all I've heard is that it's not fixed so far. I haven't heard anyone say that it's fixed. Well, other than some people saying it's fixed, but I haven't seen anyone test it out and say it's fixed.
Dude, I played Term in a pub and it was weird. Just playing like it was like this weird playing. I felt wrong. Like I know Term's not really that broken, but like I was playing Term in a pub and I was like, oh god, like why am I?
Yeah, I miss playing my Inting Term in this. That was definitely one of my great things.
Term and Grover back in the meta would be a lot of fun, but those are the bugs they didn't fix.
I don't think Grover's that insane. Even if he was unbanned right now, like there's definitely situations where he's better, but like he's just.
No, I agree. I don't think he's insane. I just think I like the variety.
Yeah,
I like what Grover Heals feels so. Grover Heals feel so good. They feel so good. I mean, I haven't played with him in however long, but like when we were playing with Grover, his heals just felt great.
Yeah, I feel like when it's Ying, Damba, and Furia all...
Yeah, no, I agree. Now that I don't think Ying would be... I don't think Grover would be played if he was unbanned right now because NA started playing Ying. And like are getting that Ying is good. But it's just like when he was being played before people in NA were really playing Ying, it still felt great. And he still gets crazy healing. Like, he still has really good healing. Would absolutely be played if he was unbanned? Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, you guys, it's comfort picks for you, too.
Well, yeah, for
well, especially for RNG.
RNG, G2 would 100% pick it on certain times. But, yeah, I think Term is definitely more impactful for most teams. Like, Terminus was starting to see play. Like, people were starting to see value in him again. Because, like, he hit that point in time where, like, people were just like, oh, he's too slow.
People were talking about how he was bad. Dude, when Shift was, like, ranting about how terrible Terminus was, I was so confused. Because, like...
I mean, like, he looked at the numbers and said he's 1-3.
Because
like, playing him, so
he was being played in poor situations, I think. Like, if you have Term, you can, on the right maps, you can just give them Inara Drogos. because because
it's
I mean
gonna
like
be scary, but yeah.
because Terminus just turns off on the right maps. Terminus just makes Drogos do nothing. Just every fire spit combustible value is gone because every fire spit just like slurp it up and
then you get so many fucking
yeah. Not even that because you only get one from eating the thing. But like
if he salvos it too, that's
yeah.
And that's a one shot on DPS. That's fun. That's real.
I think that'd be fine. I don't think it would be that impactful.
Yeah, Genesis. Well, I mean, okay. So say if like BK comes back in the meta, like triple DPS might become OP again.
But that 30 HPS, it's like what 3 more HPS when they're caught 3'd?
Yeah.
Woo!
I don't think it's that big.
Yeah, you play against a Leon. I have 3 more HPS. Maybe I live 0.1 more bullet.
Yeah, I don't think it would change anything that much. I think the bigger change is that BK's banned and just like 2-2 is so good right now with the Ashe, the Ruckus, all being like insane picks, and then they end up being very, very annoying.
Triple DPS definitely has its niche. I have no clue where that niche is. Because like
so that niche 3 weeks ago was in this, and this situation, and now I'm like, triple DPS just sucks. It just
like
sucks.
It sucks because I just started playing DPS too. Like I literally we were just like, all right, Jalen doesn't want to play DPS anymore. I got it. I'm grinding it, and it's like I'm playing nothing. I played it recently, but like I don't remember if that situation was even good. It was before. It was like before the before my event that I couldn't do anything for a week. It was like last Friday or something, like pretty recently. Celestial Touch built in, that might not be broken. I actually don't think that would be too busted, just because COD is so good. Celestial Touch, the value in Celestial is so low.
Yeah.
That might be okay, but then what would they make Celestial Touch? Like, that might make whatever they may remake Celestial Touch to insane.
What happens if they gave Celestial Touch a bigger heal, but no dot?
I think you would have to lower the cooldown of it.
Well, yeah, you would, like, lower the cooldown. You would, like, have to change numbers all around with that legendary card, but...
Well, actually, there's a legend... There's a legendary that's in, we're gonna switch predictions after this, by the way. But, there's a legendary that's in dev, like, they data mined it, that was, every shot you hit reduces the cooldown of your heal. So, it's like... You can mark someone, shoot an enemy, mark someone, shoot an enemy. So if he has Celestial Touch at base, that could be...
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that could... Maybe they make that the replacement legendary. Because
Yeah.
if there's a 1v1 fight, then he can hard pocket somebody. But it could potentially lose value. Like, it becomes a more dynamic thing where if he's, like, constantly half in the fight... Yeah, if he's, like, half in the fight, he could constantly put out heals.
I like it. Are we going to talk about the NRP Navi for a second?
I only saw the first 2 games. The first the maps.
The second most important series, I think.
I watched your game. I watched
SKM.
Fnatic Nip. Well, I thought Fnatic Nip was more important because that's like such a Navi beats Nip 3-1. Like, okay, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know how the games were. I just knew Navi beat Nip 3-1. Like, yeah, they did. I'm sure they did. Like, if you told me that 2 seasons ago, I'd be like, yeah. You know, but NIP beats Fnatic 3-0. That's like, oh god, I should really watch this game.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see where you're coming at. Yeah.
But I watched Envy SK today, and then I started watching Navi Nip, but then I found out I had TF2 scrims, and I was like, oh shit, oops, it's Sunday, so I had to stop.
But yeah, it was a really good series, pretty close.
The Talus pick, that was a one way to show us that Talus can be strong, even without a Torvald.
Yeah.
Talus was good.
And, like, the big, like, question marks for me would have been, like, how the fuck does Talus not just into an Antro and a Cassie, right? Like,
yeah, he had to keep his ground. He had to keep his distance. There was, like, at least 3 different times where Mutu just... I even said this live watching the demo. I'm like, Mutu just slapped his dick on the table and said, hey, Androxus is broken. Like, just zip, flop. Like, he literally just mounted into main. Bird was, like, above half HP and it, like, further than mid-range. Mutu was like, okay, bip. All right, cool. Later, like, there's this... it's just like so much value from Androxus on a good player, and it really showed. But like Talus just avoided. Talus just basically kited the Andy from what I saw. He just played whatever the other angle was.
Tanks, right?
Yeah,
like,
and just played super passive.
Tanks. Yeah.
Just waiting for TP.
Like NNA, we can't do that. Playing passive, what's that?
Envy could probably get away with it. I think Envy's the most patient team.
Well, yeah, right now I think, only Envy.
They're the most patient. I mean, there's definitely been times, like I mentioned before, where Random was just like doing a little jig over into lava, but
G2 like turned opposite. They were passive for a little bit. Now they're just a really aggressive team. Same thing with RNG.
RNG's always been a pretty aggressive team.
Yeah, RNG.
See back into I remember some comps I've played against RNG and Scrims, and they have not changed just in terms of their desire to push and pressure. And it's weird because like Renegades is very different now. But like I remember there's some comps Renegades have played that have been like it's so outside of what they would normally do on these characters. Like I remember they were one of the first people to run Andy when he wasn't like super being like when he wasn't doing super much. Yeah,
there would be like certain maps where like they would have just like a pocket strap for it, and it would do good.
Like Andy just controlling main on Serpent Beach while the Inara sits on point because there's nothing that could out heal the heads will roll mid range damage from Loki because he hits most of the headshots. Like stuff like that. Like that was like, oh wow, like Renegades can play like that. But I know Grover. Like once they started playing like Grover and Genos and stuff like that, they've always been like a triple DPS, like very
full
aggressive.
Aggro, or like 2 aggro tanks and just full in. I think we're like in the middle right now. We're not like full in, but we're not like passive at all.
I think with the power of backlines in this meta is good for you guys in general. I feel like you guys benefit from having like picking double when you like because there's some metas where you pick double backline and you're like, what are we gonna do this game? But then you pick now in this meta it's like you can kind of shift around with your backlines. You let your tanks make the space. You don't need to
like Cassie Willow, you can go Leanne Willow, Leanne Tyra, and not just fully just lose the game.
Let's jump to predictions now because we're just kind of talking meta now. What we could actually do really quick before we do predictions is just say, let's say Dredge dropped into the meta right now exactly how he is on PTS. Oh god. You think blaster bans don't get as good, right? Because there's 3 blasters, 100% pick ban. Yeah, I'm thinking something similar with how Hurl and Freebooter are. Because Freebooter is kind of potentially crazy, unless they make because when allies use it, it doesn't fizzle out. It doesn't go away. So you sacrifice a little bit of room making in the first mid, which doesn't really matter because Dredge is a zoning champion anyway.
The more that I tested it, I think the TP is insane.
Yeah, and like you put the TP on the TP there, then you put like the TP somewhere nice on point.
Like that's so dumb.
If Dredge ever gets through on Ice Mines, you have lost the game if you're against it.
Yeah.
You have lost the game. Because it's like, all right, let's zone while they can just teleport to the point. Like, you just lose. And because like, they put the teleporter at spawn. Like, what if... Wait, okay. Are there states that you have to be in to take the teleporter? Could a Ruckus technically dash, ult, and then teleport onto point while Ruckus ulting?
Wow. That's cancer.
Imagine you're zoning on Ice Mines and then suddenly on the point you're just getting Ruckus ulted, like no warning.
But wouldn't he just like instantly be teleported back? Right?
No,
like,
there's a 1 second cooldown.
Spot?
Oh, but you'll just die instantly. Because Ruckus is ulting, you're instantly dead, and then whoop, he zoops out. He's back in spawn, he buys items from the kill he just got on you.
But yeah, the TP seems like it could be a very, very, very broken thing.
Yeah. And a Hurl is going to be strong in the right situations, but like
if you need caught record, you go Hurl.
Yeah. And because
you get insane.
Maybe it's possible that Freebooter is not as good on the smaller maps.
Yeah, like Bright Marsh, like
like you might just get more value on those maps out of like even reload AoE might not even be that bad, honestly. Like it's not great, but I mean, with Hurl being as good as it is, I don't think you can excuse not using it. But like once they fix Hurl, once they fix Hurl and make it not broken, I think all of his legendaries are like, okay, what's the fourth one?
Hurl.
It's oh well, no, the other one is something else with the harpoon, right? Oh, the harpoon booby trap. That one's garbage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Harpoon booby trap is the only bad one, I think. Scuttle is okay, but not. It can't compete with Hurl.
Yeah.
And then Freebooter and Hurl are definitely the top two. If they by a long shot. If they nerf really, really small, Beanie, I tested it on stream. If they nerf Hurl, Scuttle is playable on the small maps. But I think if you're playing on a large map, you're probably going to want Freebooter, at least in an organized environment. I think you're playing Hurl or Scuttle. Yeah, if you're playing ranked, you're playing Hurl or Scuttle. Yeah. There's no way you're not, I think. Anyway, predictions. Let us talk about what games are coming up. Let me see. Let's start with NA. So next week is RNG G2. That's probably going to be the best game of the week. RNG SK. NVG2. Oh my god, this is a good week. And you guys versus SK. You can actually start off with RNG G2. What you think?
It's not going to be a 3-0 this time. I highly doubt it will be. Which is a good thing. I think it's going to be... It's pretty much right down the middle, in my opinion. I think it's probably leaning little bit to G2. Because I don't know if you confirmed this yet, but Bodies is able to play this week if you guys do end up choosing him, right? So I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Because I think he is back home. Not good.
Okay, I don't remember if he is or not.
Bodies is back.
I'll tattoo a dick on my back. But are you playing with Bodies?
No.
Is that for sure? All right, I'll screenshot it. And I'm gonna prove that I am too. Everyone could hear that. You couldn't, but everyone else could.
Alright, Bodies is back. I don't think they 3-0. I'm pretty confident. I think it's gonna go 3-2 G2. So.
Okay, hey Cuss.
3-2 or 3-1.
If you get this dick on your back, will you show us at LAN?
I mean, we're all gonna be at LAN. Why not?
Potentially. Well, no. Yeah, actually, do they come early? Or do you guys know?
Memeing, but for
yeah. Yeah. You have to do it. Yeah. You guys are. When are you guys gonna start streaming scrims?
Jesus.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a lot closer. I think RNG was having a really rough week, and like they're probably just tilted, and that's why they just got 3-0 stomped 4-0. I do think they're both good teams. I do think G2 has the one up right now, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. Oh god, it's hard for me to say, because I mean, normally I could like kind of base scrim experience off this, but I was gone for a full week. I don't know how things have changed in that time. Let me see. Streaming scrims. Hey, listen. If anyone here should be an advocate of streaming scrims, it'd be me. I think it's really good for
or
PGS.
Me.
Oh, that's true. But I think Hands of Justice did it longer. Hands did it longer than Nameless, though. I think Hands was.
Nameless is the reason why Hand Justice did it.
Well, it was partially because we didn't want Kami couldn't play if we didn't.
Well,
it had to be because it had to be content.
The roots came from Nameless. Locking in Nameless.
I don't think it's dumb for PGS players. It is now that the league system, but
when is league time?
Yeah. But like in the situation that Hands of Justice was streaming scrims in, I think it was fine because at that point it was literally just you scrim every week just to maybe get picked up by a PPL team. So if you scrim, not only is it entertainment, but you're also you're getting yourself out there. Exactly.
You automatically record your POV. Like, there's so many benefits of streaming your scrims at a low level where there's no competitions in sight. Like, I would say, like, a week or two, like, before, like, PGS back then was, like, acceptable to, like, chill and not stream and start keeping strats. But, like, when it's just, like, off-season, like, there's no reason not to for a PGS team.
Yeah, I agree, Cuss. That's why, when I left Hands of Justice to join Gank, and Well, it's not fully locked down yet. I think there's technically still a way. I think if Ferocity beats us and
Big Egos
and Heiso.
so.
Yeah. It's
Big
technically
Egos
possible. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to. Yeah, that's true, Dethroner. We wouldn't be able to stream. Like, we mostly stream in PPL nowadays. We wouldn't
during season. Like, you'll stream PPL, off season, usually not.
It depends. It's not possible. Egos is 2-0 versus Frosty. Oh, it is not possible. Okay, so it is definitely Egos. It is definitely us and Egos going to LAN now. For sure.
I don't think it's confirmed.
I'll say G2. I'll say G2 3-2 Renegades. By the way, is that what you said? Same thing.
I said 3-2 G2.
3-2 G2. Oh yeah. G2 3-2s them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Big Egos have to beat Heiso. So if Heiso beats Big Egos, then I guess it's possible. But, actually, I wanted to ask you guys something. So, not many of you are here. Don't spread this around. But if I were to... Hold on, where did I put this? Here it is.
Thank you.
If I were to potentially get 4 more of these shirts to be our jersey at LAN, do you think they'd allow us to wear it? It says, "Dad, come home, please." Do you think they'd let us wear that as our jersey?
I mean, wasn't there a team who...
Is that a catch-up stain? Yeah, that was from yesterday. It was an accident.
But yeah, I'd see, why not, right? Like,
I mean, do you don't think Rude would be like, put on the fucking high-res jersey? Like, do you not think that would happen? Watch your shirts. I wore it yesterday, Arch. Anyway, RNG SK. I'll let you lead on all of them today. You know what? I'll be second. I usually lead.
I'd go 3-1. How much time do they have?
Because it's the games are being played next week, right?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
8 days.
More than that, right?
I would go 3-1. SK. Or, well, 3-1 RNG.
Oh, we all got... I was like, what is happening in this week? Oh my god. SK is going into the hyperbolic time chamber.
They will win the next 4 games they have. But no, I think SK takes 1 map off them.
Okay. I'm actually not sure. Because Renegades does look good. I mean, they looked good against you guys. Like, the drafts were good. You guys were playing well, but the drafts were just so solid. And SK, like, it's going to be hard to see. And also, like, we can talk about this because Bitey mentioned this on his stream. He's playing support. Like, they're doing another role swap.
That's why I looked at the days, seeing like how much time they have to get used to
this. Like, I'm gonna say, because of that, I'm going to say RNG 3-0 SK, because right now they're struggling with Splice Season 1 syndrome. Season 1, before your time, Splice Season 1 had a different roster every week. Amos played support at one point. They moved Envy to DPS, to tank, to hit scan. Like, that was, Splice Season 1. And, by the way, because we're talking to Envy about this, Envy was like, the whole time I was just like, I can play support. And they're like, no! Everybody on that team played everything. Nobody on that team wanted to play support except Envy, and they never put him on support. Yeah, so that was Season 1 Splice, and SK seems to be struggling from the same situation right now.
So, like, the thing that I see from is, like, you got a Vocal, you got the Throner. I feel like one map out of at least the 4-3, like, they're going to be able to pop off and do the magic. Cause, like,
it depends on the drafts. Because the Renegades had really good drafts against you, right? Like, if SK could pull a map if they win the draft, but like their drafts today were like, well, sorry, I say today because I watched it today. Their drafts that I saw in the games I watched today were like not great. And Renegades seems to be drafting really well. Like, the meta does seem to be okay for them draft-wise. So that's why I'm gonna say 3-0 solely because of the swap. Did anybody talk about why he wanted a role swap? No. I don't think. Someone just said that he's grinding supports. Wiffle was coming onto his own. Yeah, I mean, I like Wiffle's loadouts a lot. I like him running what is it? Eerie 3. I feel like that's not being run as much recently. A lot of people are just running Eerie 4, but if you can hit the shots, you know.
Gotta say, someone needed to improve their support loadouts, maybe.
Bitey's gonna need to improve his support loadouts. Definitely. I can tell you that.
I haven't seen his loadouts yet.
His loadouts are always all over the place. I remember he rang for us once. He rang for us once, and like Zulu always plays Makoa, so I play whatever other tech, right? And he played Davy Jones' Locker before pre-rework, so the hook reset card. That was a game. NVG2. After that, God, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say. Oh no, you're leading. Go. I almost forgot.
Okay. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a 3-0 Envy. As long as Envy doesn't beat themselves, I don't see them losing a single game to any NA team. Like,
they just lost a map to SK.
But I'm pretty sure they're gonna notice that mistake, and like that was 100% draft in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think
there's a very, very, very minimal chance they make another draft mistake.
Okay.
I would go through them.
I'm gonna give G2 a map.
Good.
I'm gonna give G2 a map. I think maybe if Bodies is playing, although I think Flame is incredibly talented. I think just like the whole, even though I don't think he's the problem, I think
Bodies
like
hasn't played in so long though.
But I think it's just gonna be like the honeymoon period of like having the roster back together. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, they only have a week, right? And they have to catch him up on the meta. He's got to catch up on his aim. He's got to catch up on the matchups. He's got to catch up on Ashe being back in the meta and being a very, very annoying off tank.
Mm-hmm.
You have so many things to worry about and so many things to learn and pick up right away. Maybe he could do it. But I mean, like, if he is at 100%, like 3-1 definitely does seem like reasonable, or 3-2. But just like Envy is clean, dude. Oh.
They are. I'll give it 3-1 just for confidence in the honeymoon period, because I know that it's a very real thing. And then you guys versus SK. I mean, you don't have to predict if you don't want to, but
Toxic to think 3-0. Going with the 3-0.
Of course you're gonna say 3-0, right? God. What was the last RNG SK game? It was week 1, right? It's a very different team. You know what? I think the role swap, like, it's the same situation. I think you guys obviously showed you're really close to Renegades with minor mistakes. Your drafts will hopefully be better after what we saw when I watched the game, which was yesterday. Sorry. You think S is going to be better against RNG this way? I think it'll be a 3-0. No offense. Sorry to Throner. Peace. Love you. But I think it'll be a 3-0.
Twice's weakness. 3-0.
Hey, Buck was played, and he got shit on when he was played. NVSK game 1. That was something. They played it in triple DPS on Frog Isle. Okay, goodbye. Sorry, Charlie. Charlie, who DDoSed our ranked game? Who did it? I played a ranked game against Charlie like a day ago. And it crashed.
Casuals. Again. But
No, you won't. You'll be farming the bosses.
Oh, the Throner and the bosses at the same time.
Anyway, that's multitasking. What is it? Next is Mal's Fnatic. I mean, Mal's just lost 3-0 to VP. I think VP kind of moved up slightly in tier, but
yeah,
Mal's Fnatic is like
that's not that.
3-0 Fnatic.
Yeah, that's a 3-0 stuff. It's not even close. Even if Fnatic go triple DPS the whole entire series, they'll still 3-0, I think, just based off like player skill. Even if they're like doing terrible in that draft.
Not Fnatic VP.
Mouse.
Fnatic Mouse. Sorry, did I say Fnatic VP? I misspoke because I was referring to the VP Mouse game.
Yeah, I think.
Dude, my own delay weirded me out. Because I said something and then Cuss immediately said, "Oh, okay." Because I have the low latency.
Okay.
My own delay had me like, what?
I was looking at the Mouse Fnatic. Assumed you said that, but yeah, Mouse Fnatic.
No, yeah, sorry. Mouse Fnatic is going to be 3-0. 3-0 Fnatic. Fnatic VP isn't this week, so.
Yeah, Fnatic.
It's next week.
Be a good match.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
VP seems like the. I mean, Fnatic's looking like they might settle in third, and VP is definitely a clear fourth.
At least fourth, yeah. But Mouse NIP. Stop. 3-0.
Mouse NIP, you think
NIP.
so? Oh yeah, and because NIP's looking better than Fnatic. Yeah. So double 3-0 on October. Don't watch on October 2nd. Keep it open, but mute it and do something else.
It's just like the thing is, like, NIP is going to be playing 2-2, and that is 2-2 is so much more consistent in triple DPS. So like, if there is going to be a map loss, it is going to be Fnatic losing a map to Mouse, but like that's still like very, very, very minimal. But Navi Fnatic, I went to BO5 last time.
It did. I think it'll be different this time though. I think because that was pre-champion bans, right?
And I think that was pre-champion bans, and that was also when Fnatic was still running a lot of 2-2, or they were running 2-2 the first week, because I think Peak map that they won, right? They
2-2'd on that, yeah.
They won 2-2 on Ice Mines, right?
I want to say yes, because there was the big misplay on the Mave. Okay.
And so like they were playing 2-2 and they were doing good. They stopped playing 2-2, so they've been getting dominated. Maybe they go 2 again, but right now I would say like 3-1 Navi.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I'll say 3-1 Navi as well. I think Fnatic can take a map if they play the 2-2 right.
I mean, they can take the whole series. They've been playing 2-2 and like they're comfortable with it. But I highly doubt they're comfortable with it.
They do have a week. They have a week to adapt. And if everything gets fixed in 1.6, maybe BK and Grover or BK and Terminus and Grok are just back. You know, like things could change very quickly. Effectively three new heroes in the meta. You know, depending on what gets fixed. So I'm gonna say assuming everything stays unfixed. I'll say 3-1.
It says in the patch notes, but right now on PTS, BK is still broken, so
yeah,
too broken. Well, we'll see when it hits live, because like even Zin is fixed on PTS. We'll find out when he hits live. Again.
This happened last time too. If anything gets fixed, Charlie, we'll leave it at that. Because I don't know how much you follow Charlie, but Buck is not bad. I just see your name, I just say Buck. Bomb King, Grover, Grok, and Terminus are all banned because of game-breaking bugs. So,
it is fucking huge. Did we talk? We
did talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, I hope it's fixed.
We'll see. And then VP Nip. This could be a good game. This could be an alright game to watch. It might be better than Navi Fnatic, depending.
Yeah, so like there's a slight chance that VP might be a little bit ahead of Fnatic right now, just because like VP is playing 2-2 and they look pretty decent on 2-2. I think it is going to be a 3-1.
Yeah, it got fixed to Rich.
3-1 NIP is what I would go with.
Okay.
VP probably take a map.
You know what? This is my last prediction, so I'm going to use my bold prediction of the week. Bold prediction of the week. I'm going to say 3-2 VP. No reason. I just wanted to have a bold prediction this week.
3-2? It's Bird. Oh, okay. I think we got to...
I just wanted to feel ballsy for once this week.
I mean, if you're feeling ballsy, I think you have to go with the RNG G2. If you have to go with one ballsy.
Oh, no. I'm going all out. I can afford to be wrong at least once this week.
Okay, if you're doing one ballsy one, I'll go 3-2 RNG over G2.
Okay. Well, we always have the one ballsy pick.
Yeah, I'll go.
Because we know.
Ballsy.
Yeah, that's like the
That is the most
gambling addict betting on the I gotta get money somewhere, you know. Yeah. So that's all the preds for the people. I want to make it before we move to the Q&A, because we've been going for almost 2 hours now. I want to make a quick note of. There's only 2 regions that have anybody guaranteed in for PGS right now, I believe, by the way. It is Southeast Asia. I believe that the #1 team in Southeast Asia should be confirmed. because they're 4-0, and then the two teams below them are 2-2. Do you want me to block you out again, or you?
No, we're good.
Prague
doing Prague things.
Oh, okay. Is Southeast Asia going to land too? Who knows? You have rumors they can't come? Well, the 6th...
I thought that was, like, China.
You think Ferocity comes instead? Maybe. I'll get to see dude, we get to go to that Vietnamese place. We get to go to that Vietnamese place again, and I can put on a show and make coffee for you guys. Don't ask. It was so bad.
Dude, Land's gonna be hype. I'm ready for Land. There's gonna be like my first like actual like big land, other than like shitty like league lands.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty hype.
For context on the coffee thing, we went to a Vietnamese restaurant and I ordered iced coffee, and they gave me ice and like a press.
Like
they gave me like a press to make the coffee. It was like a cup of ice, a cup of condensed milk, and a press. I'm like, what the fuck? I ordered coffee. I didn't order a fucking science experiment. Anyway, I want to, Hero, but I don't know if I can.
I didn't set anything up, so.
Yeah, hopefully I can. We'll see. But PGS, so yeah, Southeast Asia, I believe the top team is at least solidified, but not necessarily like guaranteed to be coming because of a visa, because Southeast Asia. And then obviously we are confirmed from North America, and I believe Big Egos is also, from what they were talking about in chat, Big Egos is also basically confirmed. But I
basically would bet like $500.
But the Brazil, there's two teams that are 3-1. So Space Station might not be coming. CIS, if Armada beats B5 the next time they meet up, they're going to be, I think, tied. Like, Armada could still win, I think, if they 2-0 B5 the next time they meet up. Europe, let me see.
Yeah, look at LATAM.
Look at LATAM. Oh, yeah, LATAM, Free Agent Boys are second right now. They're 4-0. So, like, but remember, the reason no other region is decided is because, it's Zagatown. The reason that it's because there's only one team that comes. So like the only reason we're confirmed is because even if we lose our next two games, we're still in because we're 4-2.
Yeah.
But all the other regions.
Yeah, it's only one.
Yeah, all the other regions could still flip because there's only one spot. If the second place team flips it, it could go. I could talk. We could talk about that right now before we move to the Q&A. That's why I'm doing this. But yeah, Zaga Talent, the Ice Monkey Snekes Exterminia, that team, they beat SSG. But if SSG beats them the next time, and I think let me see if it was a 2-0 or not. No, sorry. What am I talking about? I'm talking about SSG. Burrito. It was Burrito, not SSG. Zaga Talent beat Burrito. I flipped them. That's my bad. They 2-0'd them. So if they come back and they 2-0 again, Zaga actually dropped a map to another team earlier in the time, so it's possible that Burrito still goes over them. Because Zaga dropped a map to Automata Rain. So who knows? Literally, who knows? It could still go. Latin could still go either way. NA is basically decided. Oceania could still flip, but I think Conga has won 2-0 every single game. So unless Despacito 2 brings in Justin Bieber himself to carry them, like I don't think that's gonna flip anywhere.
Yeah, would be very unfortunate for us.
If Kanga didn't come, yeah, and so SSG, we're just gonna have to see what happens. If SSG wins against Armada for Russia, no, it's probably gonna be B5 potentially. B5, which is ex-VP players. Yeah, well, Heroes beat me too, that's fine. But Armada could still take it. If they beat B5, because it was a 2-1. If Armada beats B5 in the next BO3, Armada could still come to lane. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. In Brazil could be weird because I think if Rao actually they gave up a bunch of maps. If they lose 2-1, maybe they don't go. Either way, we'll see how it goes.
That's a great question, Beanie. I don't know why.
Why
is it 2 NA and 2 EU?
Because they're the bigger regions. Talent pool was. Europe and yeah, exactly what Watkins said.
I know that. But like we're sending 7 teams from each region, right?
Yeah.
So we're saying our 7 best teams are better than their top 2. Comparably. Iffy on it, but I can see why.
I mean, do you guys scrim the top teams in the other regions?
Do we scrim what?
Do you guys scrim the top teams in the other regions? And you're the 5th best. Oh, like sorry, and you're like at least the 5th best team. No, I'm saying like you're at least the 5th best team in a region, right? So like that's why like the talent pool is just deeper in those regions.
Yeah.
Where is Kresnik merch? Oh God, if you would actually buy it, I'd make it. But... All right, we'll switch to the Q&A now. You will be slightly ahead because the emphasis on blasters. I mean, there's still blaster emphasis in NA. I think. In terms of like drafting wise, yeah, we're talking really about the meta though, not the players. Because like NA still picks blasters.
Yeah.
They banned them too.
Like the thing is for the meta right now, it's different metas. If anything, you give it to EU because I think they're playing the game more than players. But
I think
other than that, like you can also look at the fact that NA is playing both styles, right? You only see EU playing passive style or triple DPS style. That's the only 2 styles that we've actually seen from EU. We haven't seen double aggro tanks really that much, at least played well. While in NA, you have teams that are playing passive, you have teams that are playing aggro. Triple DPS died out first week with us. So, like, we're more versatile maybe right now, but, like, I think they're grinding the game harder than us right now, so, like, it's up in the air. Who's ahead of meta?
I think EU's bans are worse. I think EU lets things through. I think EU just...
a lot of weird trading.
Yeah.
They feel like they need stuff. They 100% need
like, we need a point tank, you know, like...
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they're drafting.
Say, like, the chaos of NA also beats EU being style, like, being, like, together and
maybe
together all the time.
Well, I mean, I feel like NA teams just, like, lose patience sometimes when they're trying to play that style. I think that's what it comes down to, because, like, the NA teams can. I don't think the skill and at the individual player level is really that different.
I think the only time a top EU team picked Nando was Fnatic on Ice Mines this season, and I think it was just for the fucking caught on Ice Mines, so they can all rush Master Riding. I literally.
And the Nando ult is also good.
Yeah, and
on them.
But I think they were just emphasizing we need pre-game caught, so everyone could just go Master Riding. That's what I think.
Yeah. And it worked. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that was the only time I saw a top team running Nando.
The triple tank, yeah, the triple tank had Nando too. That was a game. That was a fucking game. That was a draft. Dude, oh my God. I was so happy to watch that. That was really cool, though. That was a really cool draft by NIP. Also, what the hell were the legendary choices? They were like, they ran like Torv, and then they did Firefight Victor to Pocket, and then
Firefight Victor Pocket.
And then they ran Steady Aim on Kinessa? Like, oh, why?
So confusing.
Like, it's not that bad, but like... Eagle Eye's better. You're like, I'm going to be under pressure, so let's play a legendary that makes me get full charge shots. Why? I'm sure Steady Aim is fine into the right comps, probably squishies, right? But like, you can chunk a tank with Eagle Eye.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100% with all like.
Yeah, Steady Aim is like, I'm gonna have to get a full charge shot. Just like run reposition if you don't want to run Eagle Eye because you want to be fucking cool.
I mean, reposition is so bad right now. Oof.
Be better than Steady Aim in that situation.
Yeah.
Against triple tank pressure?
Yeah, I probably would have, yeah. Are you doing enough damage, though, at that time?
If you had headshots. Yeah, I agree, Charlie. You're right. They definitely should have picked Buck. Yeah, but yeah, Q&A started, by the way. We're not going to do this one for too long, because we're almost hitting the 2-hour mark. I was about to just click away from the DM. It's going to need the ton of ASD headshots. Yeah, but like this is like top tier players playing them. Oh, I'm joking, Beanie. SK or Mouse? Like what? The better team? Probably SK. I think SK's competing more with the
SK 100%. Mouse is just getting absolutely demolished, and SK's putting up a fight against teams. It's just they're just not clicking. It seems like
Thoughts on BE Pharaoh after the hype? What do you mean?
big egos.
Like what hype?
There was like shit talking with Discord for a little bit in the.
If anyone starts shit talking, I just ignore whatever's going on.
Yeah,
so.
it was a big like everyone was like, oh, it was like dumb shit talking. Some reason it happened. I don't know why. I think Pyrus said something dumb to Edge. Like just.
Oh yeah, wait. Of course I didn't know what happened. I wasn't even here.
No, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh really?
Yeah. There was like 40 or 50 people in the PW. All in the same
really?
channel.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I ignore shit talk. So I didn't even get to see your game because I wasn't there. Thoughts of doing a gauntlet, dude? I'd love that. The second and third representative of the 1v5 NV. I agree. Rank the regions in the PWC qualifier. Including PPL or just purely PGS? Because I mean, obviously NA and EU will be like up there. I'd say it's probably if I'm including PPL teams, it's probably EU then NA.
So I think what he means is like by seed, right? Like, so from the third PPL team all the way down to.
Yeah. No, he's saying rank the regions. I'm just gonna like as overall. I think the number 3 EU seed will probably be better. Yeah. I think I would put Brazil up a little bit, cuss. I would definitely do EU NA. And then Russia's hard because we still don't know who's coming. Because like B5, I think
Russia definitely looks like one of the best though out of all of them. Oh, like
I think I would put Brazil. I think I would put SSG over. I would put Brazil over Oceania right now. Southeast Asia is definitely the bottom.
Yeah.
Because they're probably not even coming.
I don't think LATAM's that high though.
Zaga talent? They're not bad.
I mean, oof.
Like to be fair, like all their scrims against NA teams have been against at 100 something ping, you know.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get that. They're gonna get that little land
Russia
power.
looks better though. Like looking at the matches.
Maybe. Yeah, I think you're right because they have the ex-PPL players.
Well,
right?
Russia's already above that. I think BR is above LATAM.
Yeah, Russia is basically
I
like.
think LATAM and BR switching that, and I think that's what I'd go with.
I think I would switch LATAM and BR, but I would. Oh no, I would do EU NA LATAM BR. Yes, sorry, EU NA Russia LATAM BR Australia Southeast Asia.
Okay.
I think. Like I wasn't thinking about Russia because of B5. But B5, like if they come, like they're effectively like a 4th or 5th. They're a PPL team, you know.
Yeah.
More or less. I hope more of them speak English because I love chilling with Ovim. I never did it for long, but I still like the time chatting casually with them.
Yeah,
LATAM. I would not put Russia below BR or Q. Purely because
Russia
of the
definitely looks decent right now.
Yeah, the PPL experience on Russia is going to be a big deal, I think. But who knows? You know, land meta, everything changes. All the regions are playing pretty differently right now.
Yeah.
Like all the regions are playing differently.
That's going to be an interesting land.
Do I think Ashe is one of the most defining? The lead Navis looks great. One of the most defining tanks in draft. I think for NA, yeah. I think just like having the aggressive tank can really change your style of play and how you want to draft around it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
But I think she defines NA draft pretty well. Any weird meta teams? I don't think any team can repeat what QG did anymore. Ever again.
Yeah.
Because there were no bans.
Well, yeah.
There were no bans then. So if you wanted to take something away from them, you had to pick it yourself. And that's like every team that lost to QG was just like, why would we ever pick these things? I don't know why that's my accent, but.
And another thing is like, I think with like the last like, basically like year, right? Or a year and a half, it's almost 2 years now, right? Since it's been like a thing. basically the NA and EU teams I think have been getting way better. Like
Yeah.
the curve is going way faster than all the other.
Oh yeah,
regions by
this
a long
the
shot.
skill level has climbed because of the PPL. Like teams have
Yeah,
been putting more
where,
time in,
like,
and it's
people are able to focus
Mhm.
on one thing, have coaches, have analysts, and like help out that way, and just playing the
Yeah.
game more too, probably.
yeah, of course. And yeah, NA and EU got to level up, so like that's one thing. But literally, even if you took the drafting system from right now and put it back then, like I don't think QG makes it to finals because they're like ban Thorvald and then they lose. Like it's literally all it is. You just ban that champion and then it's over. You know, like you can make a target if a team is clearly relying exclusively on one thing. If you target ban it, like there you go. Like what happens to that team without Torv or Buck? They lose.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened.
They-
That's literally what happened. They just lost.
Just imagine this game with no bans. Oh god. Right now that would be so bad. Just go a con every game.
That's how the game was, dude. Masters Land, BK could literally fly across the entire map and you couldn't ban it. I'm not kidding. You're like literally just woo. Like you haven't seen it, but expand PPL. I think it could. I think it could soon. Like really soon. Not next split, but after that potentially. Hope I'm still around. Old Paladins was out there. It was really there was a lot of things. Not like because I'm gonna kill myself or something. Like stop. Nothing like that. Just like I talked about it a lot. PGS isn't the most sustainable thing in the world. Triple ban soon. We're gonna need more champs for that. We're gonna need more champs. A lot more. Probably
Yeah,
like.
I mean that's a big thing right now. Is like draft is everything.
Mhm.
Draft is so big.
I think they could definitely. Oh my god! I actually forgot what I was
Chat
gonna
is
say.
going by fast. What do you...
They probably what 5 more champions? Maybe they could do triple ban. Because how many champs have released since double ban came out?
Only 2 or 3.
So like, should we just be franchised by PPL but with the PEA instead? What's PEA? Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. It's an open league. Well, actually, and no, I don't think it can because of the cycling, right? The constant cycling.
Yeah, it shouldn't be franchised.
If ow, it would be great for like the just the overall skill level because like if there's at least some level of support for that region, it could get a little better. I want to rant about something really quick that I just remembered. So
Go hard.
I will not say who.
Okay.
Someone reached out to Paladins and said, "Hey, are you looking for a sponsor for LAN?" And we were like,
Sure, I'll hear you out.
potentially, show us the, we're not stupid. We would like to see the contract. They wanted us to play 40 hours a week and stream 40 hours a month. And I guess specifically me because of, I'm the only one who lives in the area. They wanted people to go out to like charity events in my local area. On top of that, for no salary, and they take a cut of the winnings.
No. Whoa, wait,
Hello?
What? What?
Oh, flown out to do that? Oh, he's right. We'd get a jersey.
We get a jersey though. Wow, that's a deal right there for exposure.
40 hours a week. What do you have
That's
flown to
on
charity?
r/u.
Maybe. I assumed it would be just me, but I guess I'm wrong.
40 hours.
I am not going to drop
40
names.
hours.
I am not dropping names. But 40, I'll tell people in DMs. I'm not dropping names publicly.
Can you look at your DMs for a sec?
How many numbers I can't click away because it'll ruin the video call because I'm just capturing. Was it well known? No well-known esport org would make you play Scrim 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
9 to 5, baby. What's that? 10 a.m. block open?
That's fucking ridiculous, though.
40 hours, like double some PPL teams. 40 hours a week and 40 hours of streams in the month.
I don't know, like, what the fuck? What were they thinking? Why would they even put that in, like, their like, contract? Like,
40 hours a week and salary will be discussed later.
oh, it's one of those.
But, like, it was just like I think it said, like, win a top esport event.
Oh,
and then we'll talk.
That hurts me when they say that. Oh, yeah, we're just going to take some of that money. We'll give part of it back to you, though, you know. We'll pay you if we have the money.
Or to be, it's like our salary will be exactly a 20% cut of our prize winnings.
Can we please, like, put the DM on this, link?
Oh, sorry. And if we got a salary, we'd also get $15 a month exclusively to spend on Twitch subscriptions.
Wow.
To network on Twitch. I forgot about that too.
We need to put that DM there. We need to put that DM in the bag.
Yeah, $50 a month to subscribe to people.
So that would have been 40, 50. That's an insane amount of work. That's insane.
It's a full-time job for no money.
That's more than a full-time job.
Yeah.
Shit. You know.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Guys, yeah, if you give it to your teammates, they get half of it. Like, how much do you make a month? Well, salary will be discussed later, but about $7.50, baby. You know, like, what the... How did the jerseys look? I don't know. I'd rather wear the fucking Dad Come Home Please shirt at this point. Oh my god, wait, no, the worst part was Jake got a DM from the guy when he's like, I'll talk to the team later. He got a fucking good morning DM from the guy the next day. That was the worst one. Like, good morning, Jake. What are you wearing? What are you wearing, Jake? Is it my jersey and nothing else? It should be. DM me.
Like what the fuck?
That's not what he said.
Like, they actually think, like, that's a good deal. Like, once you put the money, we'll pay you guys. Don't you worry about it. You know, we keep our teams, keeping the fine shit, you know? Oh, that would have pissed me off.
Oh my god, so that's what's up. That's like, I can't click over to it. I gotta look at my phone. Hold on.
Yeah,
he's streaking with him on Snapchat right now.
Do you have
Yeah, I
you
do.
Send me a message.
I'm just gonna go look at the DM if I can find it. There's a lot of team talk here. Hold on. Literally, I've never. That was the funniest thing I've seen. It's just 10 a.m. on the dot. Good morning, Jake. That was it. I can't. I have to edit it. Do you think start up 20? What? You scream 80 hours if someone told you good morning. Oh my god. Fuck it, dude. They're gonna have the sickest Snapchat filter.
No, that is way too low. There's no reason for them to do that.
I'm not sure what you mean, Boxin. What's up, Saps? What's up, babe?
I think
that was two separate comments, by the way. Sorry, I didn't just say that to Saps. Never mind.
Oh.
Continue. Yeah, Q&A still going on. I had to rant about that guy.
That's fucking terrible. Wow. Dude, even like the teams that hit up Nameless and like Overwatch weren't like that bad. They weren't like demanding you to scrim 40 hours a week and stream 40 hours and go to charity events.
Good morning, Jake.
Dude.
Good morning, Jake Kun. Ohayou gozaimasu. Did you sleep? Dude, okay, another thing, because we can keep talking. I can just rant about this, right? We're basically just in a meme second. I'm friends with a few people who I'm friends with some cosplayers, right? And they showed me some like drama in their cosplay world, where somebody got caught sleeping with someone else, right? And they they posted a picture of the DMs, and it was literally shit like do you miss Senpai's dick? Like he was the cringiest sexting I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay. This is Chain Reaction After Dark, boys. Chain Reaction After Dark. It's 1 a.m. The gloves are off.
The senpai is there. Ooh,
I'd have to scroll up so far in the Discord to find it. It was from a while ago. I can look for it though. No. I'll send you the good morning DM, and I'll send you the awful. It was so bad. It was like all just like.
I mean, at least the organization.
That guy says "Itadaki mas" before he eats the pussy. 100%. 100%.
So back to the Q&A, guys. You know, we are playing Paladins. You know, we're done talking about DMs with weird people. Can we ban Frog, please? He's ruining my chat experience.
Frog is making my chat experience. What's the worst org ever? I think I just talked about it.
Oh, 100%. Like, I don't.
Oh wait, Vapor, did you find this? Sorry, I posted. Vapor, did you find the sexting thing? Because I posted it in the team chat. I think there might have been. There's definitely been worse.
Vapor, look at DM now.
Oh, okay. Because I definitely posted that in team chat. What's up, everybody?
I love how everyone's now DMing.
This is just like a raw. This is like just a hard meme at this point. Does anyone have any Paladins questions or non-Paladins questions at this point? I don't care. Actually, never mind. Anything. Literally anything. Oh, okay. No comment, IRC. That's not a good term. I did tell him about this shirt after I bought it. Can you have that penguin in the background? Actually, that's kind of... Oh, man, I should do something about these stuffed animals. I have a question for you, chat. If you buy a bunch of stuffed animals with someone and then you break up with them, what do you do?
What?
What?
You cut out. You cut out.
If you buy a bunch of stuffed animals with someone and then you break up with them... Well, they break up with you, but what do you do with all the stuffed animals you have?
Unfortunate.
Not too much. Not too much boxing. I think, like... Because remember, PPL teams make, like even half of... nothing, blood pressure. Even, like, half of what a PPL team makes is probably not... Like, I honestly don't think $500 a month is that bad for how little support there is in PGS.
So, like...
It's something, you know?
Well, the thing is, like, it's just not worth it for either, like side of the team to want to be with an org, right? There's no reason for a PGS player to want to be with an org because the money's gonna be too low. The organization doesn't want to go with the players because there's not enough advertisement in PGS right now.
Yeah, I think the only time, one of the few teams that I think was actually worth orging in PGS was Hands of Justice only because of the streams.
Yes.
That was it, and that's not. Yeah, nothing to do with
like how good they were,
how good we were, our results, nothing. It was specifically just because we had streamers that were pulling a decent amount of views, especially commies.
It's something you could get behind, right?
Yeah.
You want to play tank and you're looking at a mid to high level tank player playing an organized situation. So I could understand that, and that would basically be the only thing.
See, boxing.
Other than that, there's just no reason.
But Tox wasn't streaming scrims or anything. Tox's streams, maybe between Ozone and Shadow, I guess, that might have been. Yeah, maybe Tox too with that.
I mean, if they did start streaming their scrims, if an organization came up to them and say, "Hey, you're a really good team," and all this, during PGS, would you guys be down to stream your scrims, but then before land, no streaming scrims, and do this at land? Something like that, I think, would be the only way. And the only way you could do that is with a team that has a person who already has decent viewership, and for it to snowball like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's if there isn't one person at the top, then you aren't going to get viewership then, right?
Yeah.
For Nameless, if we didn't have like Nubacabra in for a day or whatever, like we weren't going to get decent viewership.
Yeah, we needed Kami. Well, we had Kami and Newbie, right?
Yeah, you had Kami and Newbie, and like it made it good. So there was viewership flowing between all of your guys' streams.
Yeah.
That's what made it good. Now, right now in the PGS, is there a team that could do that? And I think that's a no, unless like you
I think like
talk
what
to Z1 and Z1 makes a team. Only way.
maybe. I mean, like if we were talking about
easy.
purely streamers on teams right now, I think the biggest streamers on teams are like what, Watkins.
I mean, Watkins is still too small, I think.
I'm not talking about like worth to pulling an org.
Well, yeah.
Because like because like what, Watkins, Ozone before he quit, no one on Ferocity, right? And I'm like, I get the most viewership out of all of Buh.
Yeah.
But like it's still not enough for me, right? Like I definitely don't pull enough. I mean, actually, I think honestly, because like when I streamed the PGS matches, I was getting like 100. I had like 120 viewers. Like that's not bad for Pal. That's like top.
Yeah,
that's like high up for Pal.
Yeah, I think a content team for PGS would be decent, and I think you can be able to show all your strats and still win for PGS, 100%.
Yeah.
If you have a decent enough team, and I think that would be the only way for a team to want to be with an org, and for an org to want to be with the team. Only way.
For the
possible
PGS
way.
specifically.
Any other way, it's not worth it for either side of the like deal.
Mm-hmm.
It just isn't.
Also, to answer your question, Boxen, I honestly, because of how little support there is in the PGS, I think that's actually you're paying players more than anyone in PGS is making. So woo.
But I mean, like another thing you gotta look at is like PPL teams when they look at players and they're with an org, like you gotta find out if they're contracted with the org, if there's a buyout for the org, if your org's willing to pay the buyout for it. It's just not worth. Currently not worth. Hopefully that gets fixed, and I do not know any way in hell to fix that though. How do you? Fix
it depends.
that?
I mean, PGS has got to change, right? Not I'm not saying that in like a dramatic way where I'm like it has to change now, but like I'm saying like just the fact that what they're laying the groundwork for right now, to me says that PGS is going to change. Just the like, league is definitely a precursor to something different.
Yeah, and like it would be a good thing. It's just like getting to that step or like finding the right path for it is going to be hard as shit. It's like if they fuck up like one thing, like the whole thing's gonna collapse on itself. Like it's just not gonna be worth it. Maybe they set up academy teams under each org, like how like
that'd be neat.
League has it, and like
there would have to be a fifth team though.
Yeah.
Unless one team just backs out.
That's not even hard to do.
Yeah. Who would be the fifth PGS team? I don't think anyone in the PGS knows.
You would just have to make a new team.
I guess.
You would just make a new team, in my opinion, of like people still looking. Peace Jojo still.
Are they still a team?
Even with them, somewhat. I think.
Is the roster different? Yeah, the roster is
different.
A team would be formed. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it would just need to make a new team, and that would be the best way of doing it.
Calexia left. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely good players out there. There's just, I think a bigger problem with the game right now is that like ranked isn't big. If they get the ranked queue good and the matchmaking good and the queue timer down, and people like start coming to the game, that is how like you develop your T2 scene. Like right now there is talent, but they're not playing the game daily, right? Like so many players, like when they leave PPL, like they just quit the game, right? Like no one continues to grind out the game, and players that are stuck in PGS for a while will eventually just quit the game. Like it just isn't fun to play.
Well, people stuck in PGS won't stick around because there's no support. Like you know.
I mean, how much support can they really give to a PGS team without a bigger scene?
I'm not talking about rank like org support. I mean, like we definitely like, I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard for like anybody to warrant doing it.
There's no reason to play this game, I feel like.
I noticed it, Frog. I just don't want to talk over G-Bunny.
In my opinion.
Yeah. At a high competitive level, right?
Like, in Overwatch, at least, like, the ranked system, it's, like, fun, right? Like...
Whoa.
For some people, they actually like just playing ranked. Right?
Those people would also like to get gagged and whipped. Like, they're just masochists. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
But But a
So
decent amount of the Overwatch player base just likes to play ranked, right? They're not looking to go pro. They're just looking to play ranked at a high level. There's people in League of Legends that do it too, who are like mid-diamond or whatever. Like, they're good at the game. They like to grind the game, and that's the reasoning to playing. Like, there isn't that reason for Paladins right now, and I think they're for somehow, some way, Pyres need to include that feel or that want to play this game.
The issue is casual matchmaking is just so good. To me, ranked is technically not bad. Ranked is not bad. I won't say like
terrible.
Relatively, it's better than Overwatch ranked, right?
No.
I think it is.
What?
I think it is. I would rather play Paladins.
Overwatch ranked, you have good players every single game at the high level. Okay. When I look at diamonds in this game, I see silvers in Overwatch.
Okay.
Skill, that word wise, like
maybe things got better over time.
Like,
I would rather listen. I don't play ranked because casual is just so much better right now. Because I still I can play casual. Not only do I get a faster game, I have more. The odds of me playing something different are higher most of the time, right?
mm-hmm.
And I just get better players.
I don't know. The better players are casuals, and it tilts me. It tilts me. I just want rank to be great. I want rank to be short queue. I want good players grinding the game.
But I am grinding the game. I'm just doing it in the better queue. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are.
But like, when you look at casuals, though, like, some people just don't give a fuck, right? Like, half the time there's a lever. Like, sometimes you're just really shit players.
All right.
I don't know. It's not really consistent.
My problem with pugs are, I don't like the random captain system. I feel like it has a much higher chance to kill pugs and make pugs unbalanced. And I've never liked pugging. This is a personal thing, just because I don't like potentially being matched with people that are going to be toxic.
Yeah, well, you don't make it right.
Well, it used to be. It was random.
Someone may have random it a few times, but like right now, we just kind of like look at the list. You see two decent players.
Muting a teammate is like, I can do that in TF2. I can't do that in Paladins. There's only 4 other people. I can do it in TF2 because I play Highlander. There's 8 other people. If I mute somebody, it's like, what am I really missing? You know? But if I mute someone in a Paladins pug, I'm missing a 4th of the other comms, you know?
Yeah. And another problem with the Paladins pug, I like how TF2 is set up with their pugs, where like people sign up for a role and you pick from that role list, right? That you showed me. That would be so good. Sometimes pugs are just so imbalanced. They're gonna be like 2 DPS, and like you're forced to pick certain people who aren't better just because like there's like less in that role. Happens a lot because like there's usually only 2 to 3 tanks playing, or like there's too many supports playing that don't flex the DPS. And, like, it just isn't that fun.
I could there is a TF2 pug site that's pretty fantastic, and I could definitely, if that was moved over, like, yeah, there's a map pick thing. Like, I can pull it up over your screen.
Put it over my face.
Yeah, sorry, I'll drag it over you. Go to hlpugs.tf. This is no one's added right now because of the time, but like you can see, there's like basically you add as a captain. You can add as a captain, or you add as any of the 9 roles, and then once it's ready, you pick 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 1, and then you do a map veto at the end. So something like this would be fantastic. Something just like this for Paladins. Thanks, Boxing. We're 2.5 hours in, dude. This is brutal. We have to stop it now. I'll wait for G Money to come back. You know what? I can make it happen. I think I am going to make it happen. I know who to talk to. I can't code web dev. but I could just talk to the guy who makes this pug bot and say, hey, I'll pay you to make this. Start a Patreon. People donate $5 a month, support the web server thing. I donate to the HL Pugs TF. Fuck it. I'm messaging him right now.
What happened?
I'm messaging the web dev for that pug site. See if I can have him make a Paladin's pug site.
That'd be sick. But yeah, like.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Betty. Sorry, I just put Betty's Steam profile up over your face.
But yeah, like that would be pretty sick.
Slide it.
I'd be down.
Cuss, are you on the up and up?
Jesus Christ. Dude, this
Disregard.
chain reaction has been interesting. I gotta say.
This chain reaction is a train wreck action. Stalking Betty. I'm dating Betty. Hello. All right.
Exposed.
Oh, the fucking thing came up over your face again. Fucking this thing. No, this thing. This thing. This one.
Oh.
Do you have a better idea?
Oh, why are you gonna do this to everyone, Kresnik?
It just popped up over the screen for everybody.
I mean, so like the thing is to Throner, like we don't all have to set up in a channel, right? People could just sign up, have this on a separate website while they're playing the game, right? They'll be in the queue for it, and as soon as it pops, right? Like, there's so like when you have to add everyone, it literally needs to happen at that time. You need to get those 10 people at that time. Now, if you just have it like on its own thing and just have it on like its own browser, you could just be playing Paladins, and out of nowhere you'll get the queue pop, and like you'll pick them.
Hey, if I'm gonna make this exactly like the Highlander Pugs thing that TF2 has, it's just gonna have a Patreon. If someone goes AFK, I mean, it just like you have to ready up before it starts. Like it prompts you like ready up, and then if you
it'll be like a little sound.
Yeah, you have to ready up. If you don't ready up, and then it's below the point, it resets the pug. The admins can also kill pugs, and you can also call in substitutions if someone has to leave.
So, like, it would be good, right? Like, you wouldn't have to add everyone, like, can we get 10 people at this time? No, you just fucking look at the website and be like,
yeah.
Okay, we have...
You just add it on the site. You don't have to sit in the thing.
And, like,
the
if
thing
they
is,
look like some really ugly pugs, you just wait for that shit to happen on its own.
Also, the only thing is, if it's just going to be reused code from this site, it's going to... how can you sub in Paladins custom games? You probably just remake. You're going to have to use Mumble for the voice chat. Most likely.
What?
Because if it's using the same exact, like, TF2 uses Mumble.
But, like, what
Well, because you just click a button and it literally automatically puts you in the Mumble on the site. Mumble's fine. Seriously. Boss started using Mumble.
I love Mumble. I don't think everyone...
Mumble's seriously fine.
Yeah, or we just don't have that feature, and, you know, we'll be smart enough to go into the bug Discord.
Y'all got problems if you don't know that Mumble's totally fine. Mumble is fine, but Ba uses Mumble now.
Really? You guys were in Discord when I was there.
Well, we just switched. Because I showed them the delay in Mumble, and they're like, oh yeah. I showed them, like, I went into Discord and Mumble, and we tested the delay.
Can we do that right now?
Sure.
Time?
No. Next time. Because it's 2.5 hours in. Please.
Kresnik.
Please. It is 1:45 a.m. It's not 2 seconds, but it's there. Anyone from Bug can talk about it. Vapor, you were there. Vapor, you were there.
Extend chain reaction.
You can back me up. I can't believe we're holding 50 viewers at fucking almost 2 a.m.
Okay, we're going. Mumble time.
All right. I have to give you the Mumble. Okay, I'm gonna type it for you.
Hold on, I need to re-download Mumble. Someone may or may not have uninstalled it. Do you have the download?
The download link?
I'll just...
Alright, I sent you it, and I'll drag you in when you get in here.
Okay.
I have to use push to talk now, though, so... Oh, no, I'm muted. The Mumble's fine. Did you go to mumble.com or did you go to the Mumble, like, there's like a mumble.info thing you have to go?
Yeah, mumble.info.
Yeah, Vent is shit. Dude, Roger Wilco is the worst. Roger Wilco is what they used, like, before TS and anything right there. I only know about Roger Wilco because Brad from Selfless was like, I remember being on Roger Wilco with Mike and it sounded like everyone was a helicopter pilot. Didn't Red Call become Curse Voice? What happened to Curse Voice? Does anybody actually use Curse? Yo, bro, join my Curse Voice server.
Dude, I remember actually doing that for the... Like, join my Curse Voice, man.
Curse Voice became Twitch Voice? That's... I still nobody uses that. Discord creeped into, a few years ago. It started being more played. More used. Then it just exploded. When you're in the Mumble, I'll drag you in, because I'm in a team channel, which has a token on it. Actually, I have to lower the quality of my voice. Hold on. Hey.
Okay.
You have to hear your push to talk, probably. Do you hear the delay? Or does it sound on... It might sound on point right now.
Sounds pretty on point.
Okay. It happens over time as you talk more and more. Because like what I can do is I can hold my push to talk and I can keep transmitting like this. And what it might do is slowly become out of sync. It depends. Because it's on and off. Discord comes out of sync more often. Because it's like a cloud. I think it's because it's like a cloud server. You don't get like your own dedicated server. But Mumble is your own dedicated server.
Okay. I'm starting to feel...
You're starting to feel the delay? What your thing is, what you're not doing is you're not talking in this at all. So I can't show the delay. All that's happening right now is me just going, hey, there's a delay, and you're like, yeah, and then no one on stream can hear anything.
I am testing it, okay, but
that's fine. It's definitely not a 2-second delay, but it's like it's like it's like a half second or a 1 second thing later.
Yeah, definitely it's a 2-second delay.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
2-second delay maybe with a little bit of exaggeration happened during scrims in the heat of the moment.
He's perfectly in sync now.
Yeah. Like it definitely isn't that big at the start.
Like I said, Butt tested it and it did get out of sync over time. I promise you that. It
would be useful over time. Mobile definitely better than Discord confirmed, by the way.
It is dedicated servers, that's why. I think that's really why. It's consistency. But like Bagel and Jalen have been having problems with it. Yeah, no. There's no Mumble's better for Discord for competitive gameplay. Discord is fine most of the time, but Discord's been going down a lot recently, and Mumble is more consistent with the delay.
Did you just do Skype? Hell no.
Oh, hell yeah. You want to Skype call me too?
Hell no.
Actually, you know what? It might be more on point because we're in a video call, just talking to each other like this. We're not in like a channel with a full team of people. That could be a reason why too. Okay. I'm not saying to. Whoa, talk again?
Yeah, hello.
You were out of sync for a second. Yeah. I think so. Maybe that's me talking. I'm not saying it's because we're in a video call. I'm saying it's because we're in a personal, like, one-on-one call.
No, like you can actually see my voice, so like you can match it up. I think. Right?
No.
No.
Special guest from China. That's not what I meant. Doesn't TS call it money? TS is higher quality service. I think it has a worse codec though. At least it used to have a old codec. What happens if I click over to the guest screen right now? Oh, nothing. Oh, that's the wrong button. Ozone guest. That's the last guest I had, dude. It was an Ozone.
That was a while ago, dude.
Yeah. Ozone's coming out, dude. You know what this podcast turned into? I mean, dude, Gwyn would be rolling in his grave if he were dead.
vein with all the fucking. He literally had soda cans everywhere. It was lined up here, lined up here. We actually saw pictures of like what his place looks like. It is rough. It is really rough.
I mean, like here. Here's all my cans. Here's all my cans. I'm sorry.
I have beef jerky, protein, glasses, and water. Got the important stuff in life.
I got my shaker too. Sorry, I forgot. Hey, sponsor me, please.
Was that G Fuel?
Yeah, yeah, it's a G Fuel shaker. I drink G Fuel every day. Pineapple. That don't even make that flavor anymore.
Really?
Yeah. They really don't.
I think the cereal box is down here. Ugh.
G-Bunny showing ass on stream.
Yeah.
My room doesn't have any garbage in it.
Oh, I got some ramen. Got that ramen though.
That's that PPL budget, baby.
No cereal, just ramen. Eat some powdered protein only. Need to get jacked.
That ramen is garbage. Siri's here to correct you.
Whoa. This ramen is not fucking garbage. This ramen is fucking insane. Hold on.
Alright, he's gonna cook this ramen live on stream.
Okay, this shit is fucking amazing. Get like one fucking container of it. Perfect fucking meal. I haven't eaten it in forever though.
Demento was messaging me like 15 minutes ago, like, "Are you ready for Left 4 Dead 2?" And now he's here 2 hours and 40 minutes into this podcast, watching us just descend into the 18th pit of fucking hell.
Talking about fucking ramen cooking streams. It's gonna be next chain reaction. I just set up while cooking some ramen and talking about PPL.
Dude, hell yeah.
I'd be down.
Dude, but he doesn't grind anymore. I'm sorry, hero. Kitchen boys. You can be the next kitchen boy. Dude, I'm actually kind of sad I didn't... I'm actually really sad I never did a chain reaction for my parents' kitchen. It's actually very disappointing.
I'm starting to hear the delay now.
Really? You talk then. Really?
Hello, test. We were doing cooking stream confirmed.
Okay, well, you're hearing the delay on my... Oh, nice. It's fine on my end still, but... Drunk chain reaction by parents' kitchen.
Oh, dude, I'd be down for a drunk chain reaction.
Alright.
How about for the last,
The last one ever? I mean, I don't know. That's probably not going to be for a while, at least.
No. I was thinking either last one, after the season's over, or before the season's over, or the week before LAN. One of those 3 days.
Okay.
So it's either the last week of PPL, either the
last week of PPL,
after,
not the week before LAN, because that should be a sober one. Have a podcast. Drunk chain reaction at Battle and Brew at LAN.
Oh, could we set that up actually? Could you live stream from Battle and Brew?
I have.
We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to talk about results, talk about like
what's
going on.
Why not in a hotel room? Because my internet could not take that. With multiple guests? Okay, wait.
We need people that are over 21, you know, that's a problem.
You know what I think the best day would be for it?
What?
Which is kind of sad. The first day. The arrival day. Because the next day because the next day you don't do anything.
Okay, Noodle, no. Stop, Noodle, no.
The next day you don't do anything. The next day is just media. You can be hungover for media. I'll have my picture be me like... I don't care.
Fucking dying. Oh.
I will look like garbage in my picture. Just reuse my old picture. Just Photoshop the Gangstar jersey, put the Dad Come Home Please shirt on me instead. It'll be fine.
Alright, so are we doing 2 drunk streams then? Because
No, I think we should do one.
No.
Only
okay,
one.
Only the Battle and Brew, okay.
Do you know how little I drink? It's really sad.
You know how much I drink? Are you allowed to show alcohol?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, this is.
I have a mature content warning on my stream. I guess. I mean.
Rumshada is also.
I think I know why you don't grind ranked anymore. Holy shit.
Oh, Frog. Oh.
You know what I had the entire week I was with my parents mourning my grandfather's death? I had 1 beer. Woo! Wow. Party!
That's big.
Oh, sorry. I also had one Jack and Coke. Excuse me.
Did I ever talk about how we actually beat CLG when I was like beyond plastered? This is back in Overwatch.
I know, because there is no CLG in Paladins. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Which CLG was this?
It would have been like one of their first.
The original CLGs, not the one, because like they dropped their roster
like,
and then picked up the. Yeah, that was before they dropped the roster and picked up like the one they had later, right, with Eye Shiny, Hydration.
No, it was that one. Hydration, Miso, Shiny. Beat them all, is completely plastered. Well, okay, so the problem was it's a VO5 series, right? VO5, first 2 maps get really fucking close, lose them both. So I'm like, Primo, we're taking shots, but I down like 4 or 5 shots. We're playing Dorado, fucking demolish them, fully push it in, destroyed them. 3rd map, take more shots. I think it was like Hanamur or something like that.
I had
like
the opposite experience.
I'm like 5 or 6. I don't know if I was drinking Fireball or Vodka. I was drinking something. And then for the very last series, I think it was Route 66, and I think we won.
Okay.
Either won or lost. All I know is I was fucking plastered. No, I think we did win because we lost the next round.
Okay.
I was too wasted. But
my
Drunk Bunny is OP. All I gotta say.
My experience drinking during Overwatch was playing on H2K was so fucking stressful. I would make myself a really strong Jack and Coke before every night of scrims.
I could imagine those would be a little.
I'm talking like Jack and Coke.
Just gonna tip it off with a splash of Coke with my Jack, you know.
Yeah, it's like a Jaeger bomb. But the Jaeger is the Jack, and the Red Bull is the Coke. It was basically a Jack and Jack, more or less. We should find someone to host now. This is going on way too long. We're almost at actually 2 a.m.
We're still at 40 viewers, though.
Yeah, we're going to send them to someone because we love the Paladins community, G-Bunny.
Click who's at 9.
9 viewers?
Yeah.
Rubu's playing ranked tank content. Condom the Pirate has 19 viewers, streaming from his sailboat.
I think it's Clickoo.
Is it Clickoo? Let me see if there's someone below him.
I'm looking below. I'm not seeing much.
Anybody? Okay. I'm good with hosting Clickoo. I just want to see if like there's any like 0 viewer boy we can really boom up.
Oh god.
G-Bunny should stream. Go host G-Bunny.
Oh, Frog, that is nah.
All right, we'll host Clickoo. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This was a. I am so sorry for all of you.
Pretty good chain reaction.
I think I might have to put this one up on my YouTube. This might be the one.
The YouTube, the start to get the Paladins content here. This is what we need to do, Kresnik. Better chain reactions, better people watching, more people watching.
Better people watching.
Bro.
Better people watching. What are you saying that our viewers are low quality, G-Bunny? You really gonna say that?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to end the call. More Paladins content, dude. That's what Z1 said we needed.
It's true.
Now.
I'm gonna host Clickoo now before you all leave.
Good.
I love you all. Thanks for hanging out.
Peace out.
Make sure you work 40 hours a week for no money. Goodbye, all.